All right, looks like we are switching over now to the next game. We have a host here with us, a commentator with us here, Shasta. Please take it away. What are we watching?
Hello, everybody. This is Retro Game Challenge. The remake came out on Switch, only in Japan. So this is a game based off of Game Center CX. Our writer here, Kajic, is currently dressed up as Arino, the host of Game Center CX. It's a vegan variety show, pretty much like I was only in Japan, but there's like there's like a 24/7 stream of it also on like Twitch of like it's like a fan stream, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so now the run started here. Yeah, there's our host Arino there. He essentially what this is he kind of teleports us back to his childhood, quote unquote, and gives us challenges on retro games he played as a kid. In this case, it's 8 different games that were made up for this game, but based off of games that exist in real life, of course. That's how it is. So now we're in like 1984. We're back here. And we're gonna be playing games with child Arino, essentially. That's what we're gonna be doing. That's essentially the idea of it. And of course, in the speedrun sense, we gotta go through all 8 of those games. In a normal game, of course, you go through 4 challenges for each of the games, and then the final challenge is to beat all of them. I'm gonna be doing something a little different, if I recall correctly from what I've seen. You'll actually be in all 4 challenges, then going back into it immediately and beating the game normally. That should be the route, if I recall correctly. I haven't seen the run itself for this, but from what I know, that's how it is. So there's our first challenge right there. The first challenge is for the first game called Cosmic Gates, which is a Space Invaders like Galaga inspired game. That's how that is. Yeah, I cleared all the games out on screen in order to advance through all the levels. And there are also, of course, like asteroid fields every 3rd level or so. So you'll be seeing that. And like those asteroid fields are mostly just there to rack up points, which is important for like one of the challenges later, especially. But yeah. But of course, if you get hit once during them, you explode, and that's it. That's how it is. And yeah, this game is originally a DS game. I actually played this game for my my DS completion project, DS Destruction. So that's how I know about this game. That's my experience with it. There are also like different cheat codes. I don't know what that one was actually. I don't have that one in my notes, but yeah. So and there's also warp gates. In this case, took that warp gate right there to get into the to get straight to level 4 immediately. Which yeah, it's a thing you can do. Now, Cosmic Gate course, you have to like clear all the enemies on screen or to actually advance through the levels. So it's gonna as fast as I can, as fast as you can for sure. He's right in stage 5. The first challenge is to beat stage 5. I've got to even say that in the first place, but so yeah, just simple enough. Just get there and you're good. Now, they actually use the warps in the first place. There's one blinking, flashing enemy on each level. So I actually have my notes. Actually, it's funny enough. That's how he that's how you got that warp in the first place. I just didn't realize that at first. But there we go. That's challenge 1. Each game, of course, has 4 challenges, like I said earlier. Next one is going to be to warp twice. So you have to get those blinking enemies, that blinking enemy immediately every single time to be able to warp as fast as they can. That's the idea here. Yeah, so funny enough, this remake has 2 games on it. It has the first game, which came out in North America as well as Retro Game Challenge. In Japan, it's called Game Series 6, Arino no Chousenjou, I think is how I pronounce that, if I recall correctly. I don't speak Japanese, but it's like something like that, I think. But yeah, both games are on here. There's 1 and 2. The second game was only in Japan, but it has a fan translation, which I've also played. It is extremely good. That game is like really good. I actually went and speedrun one of the games on Retro Game Challenge too, funnily enough, after I beat it. Shoutouts to Demon Returns and Super Demon Returns, I guess. Yeah. It was a fun game, Retro Game Challenge too. There we go. There's the first warp right there. I get 2 warps here, so it's like me there in stage 4, and then we are good. Bam. Yeah, third game never got a fan translation either. The third game is also not made by Indie Zero, who later on were known to make NES Remix 1 and 2, and also more recently, what's it called? Like the NES Championship Edition, I think. The one came out last year. The one came out last year. Like they made that as well. Indie Zero is very good at making like little compilation games like this. They're very good at that, to say the least. That's definitely your strength. All right, and the third challenge is to destroy a giant asteroid, which is in this case you have to get level 3 and just take out the big hunk of rock that's there. Simple as that. That's what we're doing. I imagine in this case we can't use a warp to get there because that'll take us past level 3. Maybe there's some other routes that I don't know about. Oh, you're taking the warp. Never mind. Okay. Well, there we go. I wonder, I guess... Yeah, what are we doing about this? Yeah, it takes to stage 4. Maybe the next warp? Oh, we missed it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you say, okay, he's going to stage 1, going to stage 4? I imagine it takes him to stage... Okay, the warps take you like a certain amount of stages ahead, and like it depends on the level itself that you warp in. That's how this works essentially. So I'm not sure how this is gonna work exactly with the second warp because I don't think I've taken this myself before, but maybe I have. I don't know. It's been a bit since I played this game. I played this one. This is like an early game in my challenge, so I played like over 2 years ago when I started this. Oh, it just takes you straight to stage 7, which is asteroids are there. Perfect. All right, there we go. Takes us faster at beating the first 2 levels normally. So once a giant asteroid shows up here, it's bigger than these like larger asteroids, of course. It takes more and more to destroy. Then we destroy that, and we're good. That's the third challenge. I think it is random entirely when it shows up, but it probably is not programmed to show up until like a little bit into the level, I imagine. Keep note that as well. Oh yeah, there we go. It's right there. Destroying these other asteroids, of course, gets you a lot of points. That's going to matter for the very next challenge, where it's to score 200,000 points. As you saw right there, that giant asteroid gave us 15,000 points. So yeah, next challenge is going to be a bit, again, to score 200,000 points. It's going to be a very good one for routing, especially for the speedrun. I'm not sure how they're going to route here, but I am excited to see, honestly. Also, I gotta say too, it's my first time seeing the remake of this game before. Yeah, it looks really good. It's very cool. Because a cool mechanic about this game is that the game will tell you how to beat it. The game gives you little tips on how to beat the game that you're not going to see in the speedrun because it's slow, obviously. But you get different gaming magazines that show up like after every single challenge or before every single challenge, or I guess like before every single game. I guess maybe like sometimes during it. It gives you like little tips on like how to actually play the game and like how to actually like do different things, and it also includes like cheat codes as well. So that's that'll be a part of the speedrun too, which is pretty cool, honestly. It's like extremely charming and like a very unique gaming experience, I must say. But yeah, that's getting straight to the asteroid zone. That makes sense because you get the most amount of points here, especially that 15,000 just for the giant asteroid. Like, yeah, no, you get here as fast as you can, destroy the giant asteroid, and you're good for sure. So I guess the last two, I guess this challenge and the previous one are kind of like the same, really. But there we go. Yeah, because now we're just good. We said, what's the giant asteroid spawns here? Destroy that, and then we get 200,000. Oh, actually, pretty soon. Pretty soon. Hold on. I did math wrong. Yeah, no. Never mind. It's 200,000, not 20,000. Sorry, it's early. Normally, I'm not awake right now, but I'm awake right now. Hooray! And yeah, there we go. You also get a 10,000 bonus for being the asteroid levels as well, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna imagine he probably is gonna go for another warp here because there's not destroyed enemies. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm waiting for that flashy enemy here. There you are. Keep it very simple. Very good. Now destroy enemies along the way too. There we go. Every third shot that we shoot in this game is like a more powerful shot that pierces enemies. That's also worth noting, I guess. That of course, if you destroy multiple enemies with that one shot, you get a lot more points. But again, that being said, that 50,000 points from the big asteroid, yeah, that's definitely what I want to focus on for sure. That is definitely the most important thing, I would say. And also the 10,000 bonus for getting through the zone in the first place. Because you can just die here. If you die here, you don't get the bonus. You just go to a nice level without like losing a life or anything, which is nice. But yeah, obviously you want that 10,000 bonus. That's very good. There are a few score challenges in this game you'll be seeing throughout this run. This is just the first one, of course. There's another shmup game, or there's a shmup game that shows up later where you have to also do a score challenge, if I recall correctly. Actually, I can just check. I literally wrote notes and all this. I don't write notes a lot of time for my like commentary that I do for any game I've run before, but like this is an exception for me because like this game has a lot going on for it. This is just one of 8 games in this game here, and one of them is a whole RPG, so you know, pretty wild stuff. Okay, yeah, the third game also is a score challenge. There we go. And yeah, so it was a shmup. There we go. Okay, all right, there we go. Nice.
Don't worry, I won't make the Gallagher reference again.
No, go for it. It's fine.
it's just the tofu game had a Gallagher section at the end too.
That's awesome. I think I missed that, but yeah, that's very cool. That tofu game was wild.
Yeah, tofu game was very wild. It was great.
I love silly games like that so much. Oh, we missed the big asteroid. That's unfortunate, actually. That is 15,000 points left on the table, but at least gets the bonus still, so it's fine. Hopefully it doesn't get you an extra level. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of different like typos and stuff and other funny translations because, yeah, parody game and all that. Like, it's very much a parody game in many ways, but there's so much charm in this game. It's fantastic.
Well, you can tell it's really a love letter, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. It's a love letter to this area of gaming for sure. This is the era that the host of Game Series CX, Arino, grew up in, you know. So yeah. if I recall correctly, he was pretty like involved with making this game, but I could be wrong about that. I might just be making that up. I'm not sure. There we go. Wait, I was just 150,000 in the remake. Okay, well there we go. It's 200,000 in the normal game then. Well, there we go. Okay. So at the end, you have to. I was afraid you have to do an extra level there because it'd be shorter points, but yeah, I guess he wasn't. There it is. They made it a little easier, I guess, in this version of the game. I wonder if any other challenges are changed like that. Then I guess we'll see. Like the hardest challenge to me was like the being the boss in the RPG of this game, Guadia Quest. Like that's like the second to last game we're gonna see in this. I just noticed that in the okay, so cool little thing about the remake too. Whenever there's a very brief loading screen, look at the bottom right. There's a little character moving around there. That is Damon the Demon from Demon Returns, the game that I spearheaded in Retro Game Challenge 2. That's cool. Oh my god. Oh no, it's right. It's just different characters. Okay, well there we go. That was like the lady ninja. I think Hagaman Lady or something. I think that's what she's called. She was also in the corner there for a second. Okay, yeah, just give it random characters in the corner. That's cool. Oh, nice. Again, first time I've seen the remake here, but yeah. Anyways, time to lock in again. So, funny thing that we're gonna be doing here. So if you shoot a certain amount, if you shoot 64 shots not hitting enemies in this stage now, because we have to actually beat the game now. So if you shoot 64 shots not hitting a single enemy in this first stage, then a warp gate will appear right here in the top left, and it'll take you to the final boss of the game. 64 stages in. Now just to beat the final boss, because now we're gonna beat the game itself. So normally the structure of this game is that you beat all 4 challenges, and then you do it for all 8 games. And then the final challenge is you gotta beat the games now. However, our runner here, Kajic, will be actually beating the games along the way because it's faster to do so. In this case, that's GG's. The game's already over. And the reason why we know about that tip there of shooting 64 shots and not hitting a single enemy and getting the warp gate and all that is because of the gaming magazines you don't see in the speedrun here. It's generally a super cool part of the game itself. We will not be seeing that in the speedrun because it's slow, obviously, and we already know the information we need to know. But there we go. Now this is Robot Ninja Hagaman. This is the second game of Retro Game Challenge right here. It's a platformer kind of inspired loosely by like, I guess, I don't know which English games exactly, but the information I read on it was like Bubble Bobble and Mario. I don't know if that's entirely true. I can see the Mario comparison, at least because you jump on enemies to defeat them. This first challenge is to get a double kill combo, which is just jump on 2 enemies in a row. That's the first challenge there. That's what we did. Simple enough. The first challenges usually are just like you know, something very easy into the game, or like not super hard. Like maybe it shows you a mechanic that you know to play through the whole thing. You know, that one's just, you know, double kill. That's all it is. But yeah, now this next challenge is a clear 4-3 without throwing a shuriken. Shurikens, when you throw it at an enemy, will stun them for just a little bit, not for very long, but enough for you to do something with them. That's the idea there. I'm assuming he's pausing to throw in like a cheat code. Yeah, he's going pretty fast now. That makes sense. Wait, yeah, you beat immediately. Hold on. Is there a cheat for that? Hold on. I see my notes again. Maybe it's new. I'm not even sure. Because normally there's a boss. Okay, so normally how the structure of this game works is that you have to defeat all the enemies in the room in order for it to actually advance you and like spawn the boss in. But yeah, you spawned the boss in early there. There they are. They just defeated them and bam. Okay, maybe there's some. I guess there's some information I don't know about this game. I thought I studied up enough, but yeah, there we go. I guess maybe it's just simply turning all of the doors the same color. I know it's also a thing that was mentioned, I think, in one of the tips, but yeah, I'm not sure in this case. But yeah, that is the thing, of course. You see all the colored doors there in general. There's also your scrolls you can pick up. You pick up 3 of those, give you a little power up. Use like a full screen clear. It's pretty neat.
I believe this is Haggleman, but the Kumi version.
Yeah, it's Rubber Ninja Haggleman. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing 2 more of these games of Rubber Ninja Haggleman like later on in Retro Game Challenge. And there'll be improved versions of them. Third one being actually completely different from the rest of them, but yeah. Alright, challenge number 3. You got clear 4-4 without dying, which he experienced the game. That won't be a problem, I'll tell you that much. However, of course, if they die in 4-4 randomly, that's unfortunate. That's a lot of time lost, but we'll see what happens. I'm confident. I'm confident Kaja can do it. I will note too, by the way, Kaja is actually the only person who's run this game before. I have run a few of the games in the sequel to this. Again, shout out to the English translation that exists for this game, or for the sequel. Huge shout out to that. It's really good, genuinely. But yeah, Kaja has the only like full game run of this game, and also the remake, of course. I'm not sure if he's planning on writing the sequel at some point. Maybe he is. That'd be cool. I mean, it is actually, after all, he does own it because it's part of the remake here, you know. But yeah, the sequel's a little more involved too. It has like, it still has 8 games, if I recall. No, it has 9. I think. Off the top of my head, I think it's 9 or 10. It's got a lot more. A bunch of challenges between them, of course, as usual. There are 2 visual novels, funnily enough, in the sequel to this, going through like adventures with Arino, essentially, and like his staff and like other people on Games at RCX. It's very charming and fun. Very much like an inside joke sort of thing for fans of the show, but yeah, like it's still fun. It's still fun, even as someone who hasn't seen the show much like myself. And funnily enough, they actually make you only beat one of them in that game. There are 2 of them, but they make you only beat one of them. You can play the second one if you want to and finish the story, but like you just gotta be the one. It's chill, you know. Oh, there we go. I guess it was 4-4. I was just kind of yapping there, but yeah, there it is. Or is that floor 2? Oh, I just noticed the detail of having the little screen, the little CRT there having the last screen you were just on it. That's really cool. All right, this last challenge here, clear floor 8s. Simple enough. Just gotta get to floor 8 and beat it, and that's it. Simple as that. You can die as many times as you want, but it's chill, you know. If I recall correctly, I think pretty much every game, a retro game challenge, has a continue code to it, which is usually just left plus start once you get to the game over screen. It's like I don't remember having any trouble with that. He's very practiced, you know. But yeah, that is something to keep in mind, I guess. These are of course based off of like old school games, NES games, all that stuff, and they're gonna be pretty brutal. But you know, this game does give you some leniency if you just know what's going on. That's at least good.
2021年に開催した第2回 RTA ハッカソンにて DS 版の有野の挑戦状の RTA を始めました。
Yeah, after this, we gotta beat the game as well. We'll be on this one for a little bit because once you get to floor 8, that is the like first ending of the game. However, the game is not actually beaten until you go through the game one more time after that. So we'll be on this for a little bit here. I imagine Kaji has definitely rounded this out enough to the point where like he's able to beat all these floors like no problem as fast as possible. But yeah. We'll be here for a little bit on this one, for sure. After that, we have a shorter game as well, which is nice. But, yeah.
はい、ついでに解説の私の、紹介も、簡単にしますと、有野の挑戦状1-2リプレイの発売をきっかけに、このゲームの RTA 始めましたと。で、2% とかじゃなくて、ゲーム単体での RTA というのも、このゲーム、集計しておりまして、有野の挑戦状。
But yes, like I mentioned though, let's get to floor 8 as like the first ending. So you'll be seeing like, oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought I got like a third scroll there for a second. Maybe we'll right here. You get 3 scrolls once again. You get like a screen clearing attack. It's got like a slight flashing animation, so I guess beware of that. You might use that for one of these rooms for all I know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he's gonna handle these. Now it's a new Uncharted territory, I guess. Yeah, I think out of all the games in this one, the one I enjoyed the most, I would say, is actually the third Ribbon Ninja Hagaman myself, which is the final game we see in this, like right at the very end of this run. But yeah. Yeah, he spawned the boss in a little early there. I see that now. Very nice. The boss in this case just looks different from all the other enemies a lot of time. That's how it is. Yeah, you're gaming magazines in this one. It's so good. It's one of my favorite parts of this game is actually reading all the different like tips and just flavor text in general in gaming magazines. Shout out to our boy Dan Sock, the game reviewer inside the magazine for a lot of the game. We love Dan Sock. That's my guy right there. There's also like I think someone just literally referred to as pro gamer has like has like shades on and like he's doing like a funny pose of like him punching his own hand in front of him. That gives like tips on how to beat the games or whatever. Or say just like flexes on you or something. I forget what it is, but it's funny. It's got a lot of charm to it. You're gonna see that in the gameplay for this run, but this game is really worth playing for yourself. I think just for the magazines, honestly, and all the other stuff outside of that too. It's very good. Like I said, North America this came out as Retro Game Challenge. The sequel to this game, I think he's putting another code. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's a super there. We got so you put in a code to get all 3 scrolls in this case. Or I guess maybe yeah, I think there's a code to get 3 scrolls so you can do a super immediately. He just did that to clear out the screen immediately there because now it gives the final boss here. The final boss for now at least. You'll be seeing this guy as well in Retro Game Challenge. Or no, and Ribbon Ninja Hagaman too. But for now, that is floor 8. That challenge clear. This is the first thing in the game right here. Thank you. Congratulations, you saved the princess. Yippee! But no, your adventure is not end. Ah! Oh no! There is more going on. We'll be seeing that in just a second too. Like I said, it is a little bit faster to just straight up beat the games all the way through after you actually get the ability to play through all of them on your own. So instead of going straight to the third game, which is Rally King here, we'll be going straight back into Robot Ninja Haggleman and beating that all the way through. Yes. So fun enough with that line. In the Mario-inspired game, Demon Returns Retro Game Challenge 2, that line kind of comes back right at the end when you say the princess. They're like, your adventure is ... the end. It's perfect. I shouldn't realize it said that at the end of this game here, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, something I didn't know until the Spear. I looked in the Spear for this for commentary is that you can indeed beat the games all the way through right now, and it still counts as you beating the games for the very final challenge where you get to beat all the games. I didn't know that, but I'm glad they included that. You know, that is a good thing, as I say. Yeah, for now we're going through all 8 of the floors one more time, and then we have to go through floors 9 through 16 technically, or I guess they call it like 1B, 2B, 3B, etc. There's no way to speed this up other than like using cheat codes along the way to beat things a little faster. So we just gotta get to floors 1 through 8 here. There's no shortcuts or anything. Just gotta get there in time. Simple as that. Yeah, we've never seen it until now, but yeah, that's a cutscene that normally appears there whenever a boss shows up. It like scrolls over to them, and then like it plays a little theme, and then bam, it's done. We've been able to spawn bosses a little early using the mechanics of the game, and I assume something written in one of the game magazines. I should forget in this case, like why bosses spawn early sometimes like that, but yeah. That is something that we've been able to do until now. But that's how it normally looks there, for sure. It's like normally bosses spawn in only when you actually defeat all the enemies on the screen. So in this case, the fact that it's spawning early is something I actually do not know myself. That is a lapse of knowledge. If anyone in chat knows, let me know for sure. Yeah, I will see a difference between these first 8 floors and the last 8 floors. Like, as far as the Mario, the only difference is that the enemies become a little harder, and like the ninja enemies that you'll see like on this screen here, the little shurikens at you, which stun you, of course, rather than you stunning them as shurikens. Like, there's also that too. Like, other than that, it's like pretty much the same. It's like Adventure B, I guess. Like, that's kind of what it is. It's Venture 2 of the game, if you will. Yeah, I guess for now, while we're just going through the game normally here, we should probably talk about something else, I imagine, while we're just kind of going through the same stuff again. So,
well, guys, if you are interested, for a reminder for anyone who's just joining us, you are watching the English Speedrun Restream of RTA in Japan. As you can see, they have just had another donation there and hit 7.87 million yen, which, if I remember correctly, that's like over $60,000, or it's coming up to 60,000 or 50,000. It's either 50 or 60. I have to look it up again. But yeah, if anyone does want to donate, you can type in !donate in the chat, and I'm sure they'd be happy to have someone saying hi from the English Restream. If you are interested in helping out with any of these events, you can check out the Discord or the pinned comment in the chat, the pinned message in the chat. So we have a amazing commentator here helping us to learn everything that's going on and explain everything that's going on. Yeah, you could do that too if you wanted to. If there was anything on any of these marathons that you wanted to help talk about, or you have a good passion for, like I don't even speedrun Final Fantasy 9, but I was there for 9 hours to do that, just because I love the game so much, and they'll yeah. So if anyone wants to do that, volunteer applications are always open. And yeah, back to the run if you don't mind.
Yep. Absolutely. If you know any games, where it's experience sense, or just like the game casually, by all means, like this is a very important thing that is I'm glad it's being done, honestly. So, like, yeah, be sure to help out with this sort of thing. English, like restreams in general in other languages is just very important and good. I'm glad it's something that's happening. To say at least, I've been supporting myself with like rates for my own streams and just spreading the word myself on social media as much as I can. It's important. It's important to support this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's one of the things I love about speedrun communities in general is how great and how willing everyone is to come together. And I'll just say that the 7.8 million yen is roughly $53,000 nearly, so or just over. So that's an incredible amount raised for Doctors Without Borders.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
There are 3 games that have commentary, and there are 2 of them after this. Directly after this run of commentary. Okay, if anyone knows the game Dragon Fang Z, the Rose and Dungeon of Time, or Drakengard 3, or Mylon's Secret Castle, if anyone has played those games before, by all means, sign for commentary for them. There are 3 games left, and if we're gonna have no commentary for those, that would not be good. So yeah, be sure to sign for commentary for any of those games for sure, if you know any of them. Or just interested in learning about it, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, either way.
Yeah, it's just it's a double-edged sword, really. We've got so many great games on the schedule, but a lot of the RTA in Japan have been so ahead and had such amazing lineup of runners that they just keep getting ahead and having to throw more games in. So we couldn't advertise them beforehand.
Yeah, like it's wild. Their setup times are like ridiculously faster as marathon. I've literally seen them end a run and then like have set up for like a minute, and then next run like they start. It's absolutely ridiculous. They are on top of things, and I love it. Yeah, now we're in like the back half of Roman Ninja Haggleman here. So like I said before, it's gonna be the same thing, but all the enemies are just a little harder to defeat, and then we get a different ending right at the end, which I'm not sure if we'll fully see in the case of the speedrun. Maybe we were forced to. I guess we'll see. I guess see when Kajic actually like backs out here, but yeah. See how that works very soon enough for sure. That's what that is. Yeah. What have been your favorite runs so far you see in for this marathon? That's my question now, I guess.
Sorry, hold on a second, just dropped.
You're good. Yeah, personally, I saw a lot of the beginning of this marathon here. It started off with Cuphead, E.T., Castlevania and Dracula X, which is a sick run, and like Dead Cells and stuff, and that was all really cool. Oh, and Bomberman 64. Oh my god, Bomberman 64. Fantastic as usual.
I also really appreciated one of the runs was Itadaki Street, which is a really fun little board game series.
Yeah.
Similar to like Mario Party. Yeah.
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 That game's cool. Oh yeah, also Barbie Supermodel. Yeah, shouts to Dolan and Lila for flying out to RTA in Japan to do a 4-minute speedrun of Barbie Supermodel. I haven't watched the VOD for that yet because it was like I think like 6 or 7 in the morning for me, but I'm excited to see that because I know it's gonna be really funny. Which, speaking of which, hey, if you want to see VODs for this marathon here, I'm gonna steal the host job for 1 second. They're all coming up on YouTube. We do have it on the English Restream YouTube channel. You can check that below the stream if you want to. Please subscribe to that as well. That'd be very cool.
You can just go onto YouTube, type in English Speedrun Restreams. The channel will come up for any of these VODs that you may have missed. I would like to go back and watch a couple of them because I love what was it? Oh, Mr. Driller was quite fun to watch. I saw a little bit of that. There was also a Celeste run that was thrown in last minute that was really cool. And of course, Nier Automata,
Classic coffee Sherman. You caught me on that one. You caught me on that one for sure. I just like promoting things. I don't know.
Hey, I'm right there with you. Glad to have another fellow host.
Yeah. My show is literally tomorrow on GEQ, so I guess I'm getting in early here in that one.
Which GDQ hotfix is that?
Do all the things. All about hyperspeed and completionist categories and stuff.
Ah, neat.
Yeah, I got Diddy Kong Racing 100%, Diddy Kong Racing DS all races right after that. Be very fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I took a part a little bit in the Fallout hotfix from a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
somebody
Fallout
had
fan.
someone submit a Fallout New Vegas category to my show. I want to have it on at some point, but eventually it happened. I love that game.
Ah, same.
New Vegas is amazing. There we go. Final floor. I got logged in again. I imagine he's probably doing the same thing as before. He put a code to like defeat all the enemies on screen. He's going with this one, yeah. There we go. There's a little super move. There's a little doggo. We'll see them later on too with some of the other Hackman games, but yeah. There's only 4 enemies there. They'll move very, very fast. And now the final boss will spawn right here. Probably works the same as before, I imagine. Maybe a little more erratic in their movements. Oh, there we go. Just threw a shuriken immediately and got them. Yeah, there we go. Stun lock. GG's. And there it is. I think it's definitely one of the longer games in Retro Game Challenge because of the... Yeah, I guess there's it. You see the princess. Happy ends. Yay. Or the end, I guess what it said. There we go. And now we're on the Rally King, which is a racing game. It's a top-down, vertically scrolling racing game. And the first challenge is literally just to drift twice. So that's how that works. If you let go of A, yeah, there we go. If you let go of A and turn, and then press it again, you get a drift, and then there we go. That's it.
Hey, micro machines.
Yeah, micro machines.
I love micro machines.
I can't speak fast like the micro machines guy, but you know. That's pretty much what it is, yeah. There's only 4 races in total in this one, and you gotta clear the first course for a second challenge. Simple as that. They don't have to win if you don't need to, but you just have to clear it. But yeah, obviously it's gonna be a real speedrun through the first course with Kajic here, but yeah. There's also a start boost you can get by pressing A when number 2 shows up on the countdown here. So of course we do that because it's faster. Gotta go fast. So bam, press A right there, and fast. And try to get as many boosts as we can, of course, along the way. You do slow down a little bit by like starting the boost, but of course that's worth it in the end because going fast is good, as we all know. This is pretty cool. This is a cool game here, I would say. It's not my favorite of all of them, but it's still really fun. It's also harder than he's making it look. I will say that too. These oil slicks here and like all the different objects around here, they can definitely mess you up. And he's trying to get a boost going there a few times and couldn't get it going because of the grass that shows up. And there we go. There's also a shortcut right there, which gives you 10,000 points. That'll be very important later. But yeah. For now, we'll just be doing as many boosts as we can and going through 2 laps. I guess it is just 2 laps. Yeah, there we go. There are other cars on the tracks as well, but since we're going so fast, we don't even see them. I don't know if the game's gonna like have us try and lap them or something. I don't think that's even a thing that can happen, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. We're watching a speedy gamer. Maybe that'll happen.
I'm pretty sure that the 2 laps thing was also from Micro Machines. Like that was standard in most of their races.
Oh really?
Yeah, I played a lot when I was a kid.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't N64 EverDrive, so I've played a little bit of Micro Machines 64, but like I didn't really like the game too much, so I kind of stopped after like a couple of races, I think.
Oh no, it was all about the 8-bit and 8-bit Micro Machines. That was the best one.
So I've heard.
The 16-bit one.
Yeah, there we go. That's stage 1. Challenge 2 rather. Challenge 3 is to get 5th place or higher on course 2. So you gotta do well here, and of course, there's definitely a chance of being lapped there if like the game spawned in cars in front of them to be lapped, but because you just went so fast. But I don't think it's a thing that can happen. Yeah, in this case, we're actually not even doing course 1. There is a code to skip to course 2 immediately. Press AB, then up and select on the title screen. It takes you straight to stage 2. Because you can just select any stage you want. So, or a course you want, rather. That's what we're doing right here. Unless it's different. Looks like it's how it is. Yep, course 2. There we go. See? There it is.
ダートで大きく減速してしまう
That's all we gotta do.
ダートに入らないように進めていきたいという
Just gotta complete course 2 and we're good. Course 2 is a desert level. It's got a lot more like sand traps to worry about. You got some little hills all over the place as well, which I don't think really do much, honestly. It might make you spin out a little more if you like drift into them, for all I know, but that's all I can think of at least. It's not much of a like obstacle otherwise. You just gotta worry about not going off course, so you don't spin out or anything, and not going on those little like sand circles, I guess, like any like the obstruction on the side. That's really about it. Nothing more in that.
挑戦内容に変わりました。なので、海外版に合わせた。
This is a lot. Like the courses do get a little bit longer, if I recall correctly, the further you go in. The laps in the first course were about 50 seconds or so, a little under that. This was about to do one. Okay, well there we go. I guess it's around the same. Never mind. That's fine.
1位にしかならないんで、難易度的にはあんまり変わらないよという感じですね。
Yeah, I will say ahead of time, our fourth challenge is actually gonna be pretty easy, considering we took the shortcut earlier in the first course, and it gave us 10,000 points. But the last challenge is to score 15,000 points. As you can see, we rack our points in Rally King just by driving as much as we can. I think in this case, actually drifting is not good because they actually don't get points if you start while you're starting your drift. So I imagine for that next challenge, we would actually be going a little slower to rack up points faster, and then going through that shortcut to get 10,000 points. That's my guess at least, but we'll see soon enough for sure. There we go. You definitely got 5th place or higher there, I'll tell you that much. I think 1st is higher than 5th, but I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, you gotta go slow to go fast sometimes. I guess it's true for motorsports / Rally King. I guess that's true for speedrunning sometimes, you know? Yeah, gotta score 15,000 points here. That is the challenge in this one.
このスコア15,000点を目指してくるという技なんですけども、またコース1から。
I can't see this being done any other way than what I described though, because like maybe there's some faster course besides just the first one, but he just went straight into it, so there we go. It's definitely how we're gonna be doing it then. Yep. We'll see if he does any boosts at all. I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's still doing it. Okay, well, there we go. Probably get past all the cars, I imagine. Maybe he's close to one, he'll do that. Oh, there's a bonus 100 points there too. Well, there we go. That can also happen, I guess. Yeah, running the cars and like spinning out and crashing into them, of course, just loses you time. So I guess it makes sense he's still going for boosts here, and then getting an occasional bonus in front of him too. It's kind of funny how like there's cars that just like you absorb like that and it gives you points or like a heart or something. That's pretty funny actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, bonus 500 right there, and then I imagine pretty soon it's gonna be done then. I'm not sure he's getting bonus first. Oh, looks like he is. There we go. 750. Next bonus should be like probably 1,000, knowing the pattern. Or maybe we'll just get it before then by just driving normally. We'll see. I think it's, if I recall correctly, the boost gives you a bonus in points. That I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, there we go, 1,000. I kind of forgot about that actually. Because yeah, he was doing a lot more boosts there, so I guess my guess is that's how it works. But I don't know. And now, of course, we have the final challenge, which we're doing early. That's of course to beat the game. In the case of Rally King, there are 4 games, so that's all I have to worry about. But now it's 1986. Star Prince has been released. Star Prince, our next game, is a shmup. Is the first and only shmup in this game. I think there are 2 of them, if I recall, in Restream Game Challenge 2, but this game is only 1, and it's Star Prince. I guess you can technically count the first one as shmup, but that's more like I guess that would count, but it's more it's very much like Gallagher Space Invaders. This one's vertically scrolling the whole time. That's how that is. Yeah, in the case of Star Prince, yeah, it's a shmup. You vertically scrolls. You mash A to shoot or B. But it's really cool. We'll get to that in a bit. Wait, did you just go to course 3? I didn't see. Yeah, we're in course 3 now. I guess it counts. I guess being the first 2 courses there for the challenge counts. Maybe it's course 4. I was looking away for a second. Sorry. Either way, if you just beat course 4, then it counts, and like I guess there we go. Interesting. I did not know that's how it works. I casually beat all 4 courses in a row because I thought that's how it'd be. Oh, I missed the boost there. Unfortunate. Happens though. Yeah, I guess yeah. If this is course 4 and he beats this, we're good. that's my assumption at least. As you can see here, it's very icy stage, multiple branching paths and some parts like that. Not normally how rally works, I guess, but yeah. Maybe it's how it works. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
the further you go, of course, the more more difficult it gets. Obviously, there's a lot more obstructions around, a lot more branching paths, a lot more confusing paths to go down. The game does help you out if don't tell you where to go, but yeah.
さあいけるか。いった。もう一個行きたかった。まあやっぱり滑りやすいステージ。
There are some very yeah, never mind actually. Yeah. If you do want to check out any of the runs from RTA in Japan, from this English Restream here, it is on our YouTube. Check out their English Restream on YouTube. Link is also below the stream if you ever need it for convenience. Y'all should subscribe to that channel, by the way. It'd be really cool. Thank you very much. All right, there's the goal. Is this 3 or 4? If it's 4, we're just good. Final course results. There we go. Yeah, that's just it. That's all that counts. You just went to straight to course 4 and just won. That's all you need. That's all that counts for beating the game then. Now we're on Star Prince. Okay, so Star Prince, like I said, it's a shmup. The first challenge is to beat the mini boss in Area 1, so we just gotta get there. The game of working scrolls, so there's no way to really speed ourselves up here until we get to the boss itself. Very shmup-like in that regard, of course. There are power-ups again as well. There are 4 power-ups it gets. From my personal experience playing this game casually, the best one for me was the spread shots. But the best one probably for the speedrun, I imagine. Yeah, this one right here. This one for a speedrun, I imagine, is probably the one that increases your fire rates. But we'll see. I will say too as well, the game does give you a turbo controller after the second challenge here, which is I'm so grateful for. I'm not gonna lie. I imagine we're probably going to be using that once it comes up, but for now, yeah, we gotta mash everything individually here, and it looks like Hodge's mashing is pretty good, so maybe we'll just keep mashing the whole time. I guess we'll see. It does say in game, the turbo controller mashes at 14 times a second, so I guess if Kaji can mash faster than that, then it doesn't really matter then. And that's it. You just beat it immediately. It is barely on the screen at all, but there we go. Very nice. All right, and now challenge number 2 is to find a 1-up in Area 1 here. The 1-up is a tomato because the company in game made this game is called Tomato. So yeah, this challenge is really just forcing you to read the in-game magazines, because there is a screenshot of the tomato 1-up and how to get it in the first stage somewhere in one of the magazines that the game gives you. So if you're not paying attention to those, which you should, it's really good. It's one of the most coolest parts of this game. Yeah, pay attention to that for this challenge, I guess. That's pretty much it. And then after this, you get turbo controllers, so I imagine he's probably using that for the rest of this. Instead of having to mash the whole time, you just kind of don't need to, and that's pretty good. If I recall, it's one of these side vents you have to destroy that just gives you the tomato, or I think you have to I forget how good it's been since I played this. I think it's just the layers on screen. That's what it was. Yeah, it was destroying all those, revealing all those letters, if I recall correctly. Right. The M increases your fire rate. There we go. That was what increases your fire for sure. Oh yeah, destroying all the stuff on the side. That's what it was. Yeah, nothing more than that. Once we destroy those, we are good. Should give us the 1-up here. There's the main boss again. But bam. See you later. Oh yeah, you also have a berry if you hold B. If you hold B and if you hold B, that barrier comes up. If barrier gets hit 3 times, is like a shot, it's like a spread shot all around the screen. And there we go. You barely even saw it, but you got the lineup right there. Destroyed all the stuff on the ship, and bam. Shrimple enough. And now challenge number 3 is to beat the boss of Area 2. I don't know if there's a code to get you, I guess, stage select code for this. If there isn't, you guys have to beat stage 1 first, of course, before getting there. But, yeah.
おお。
なので実はここまでカジックさん A ボタン B ボタン連打してた
I guess that being said, if you really wanted to, if we're concerned in this case, there is an invisibility code in this game. I think I might put it in right there, actually, because it's been a little longer than title screen. But, yeah, so if you hold up and press A 3 times and hold down and press B 3 times, on the title screen there, you actually become invisible for the entire game. I imagine that's probably what he did there, because it's a shmup. Yeah, there we go. He's going right through the enemies. Showing it off there. Yeah, there it is. So he's completely invincible. There is no challenge now to this. It's just simply getting to the bosses and defeat them as fast as they can. There we go. I feel you might do that eventually, but yeah. I guess it's doing it now. That's pretty funny. I know if you do that for this one, but that's funny to see. Yeah, I have a feeling you also do this too. You got the M power up there, which is the faster fire rate one. Or I think it's the fast fire rate one. That or it's like the P one. There's like 4 of them, and yeah. If he's not getting hurt, you might as well like defeat them faster, you know? Simple as that. Yeah, for now we're just kind of chilling, I guess, until it gets to the boss of Area 2 then. I guess might as well ask then. So we've seen 4 games now in Retro Game Challenge. This is our 4th one here. What's been your favorite so far, Chad? Which one have you enjoyed the most? I think of the 4 we've seen so far, personally, I think it's probably the last one you play, Rally King, for me so far. Some of the early games in this are kind of like they're alright. But to me, it gets better the further we go. He's just walking away. Yeah. I mean, after all, he doesn't need to do anything right now. He's currently invincible. Yeah, Star Prince is pretty cool for sure. I'm not a shmup person myself, but like I can appreciate a good shmup for sure. No good shmup to platformers, that's definitely fair for sure. I don't want to spoil it too far ahead for anyone who's not played this game before, but I guess like we've seen more of like Hauga Man. I mentioned that earlier, of course. The one after this is pretty funny, and just the fact that it exists, I guess, and what it does. But there's also a whole RPG in this game, and we'll be going through that at some point in this run. What's he showing off there? That's a cool little bag. He's just showing off the RTA in Japan merch a little bit. I think that's what's happening here. Which I gotta get some of that myself. There's some good merch for sure.
Yeah, I bought me and my daughter matching T-shirts.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like I saw some of the shirts. They're really cool. I need to actually go through the store though. Is there like a link maybe in chat or something? Just to go to the store because I'm kind of curious. I wouldn't mind plugging that real quick.
I'm not sure. I don't think we do have a command for that one, but so you can definitely just go to the RTA in Japan Twitch channel and there'll be a link right there.
That's fair for sure. I'm gonna do that real quickly during this because yeah, we're just kind of waiting till the end of the stage here. He's got to feed a few main bosses along the way, but yeah.
Yeah, be warned if you are buying any merch, there will be a shipping fee for anyone outside Japan, a hefty one.
Yeah, that is true. Good point. Yeah, there's a shirt that just says like speedrunner, good luck and good game on it. That I kind of want that one. That kind of goes hard, honestly. One thing I love about RTA Japan as well is that they made their mascot the capital letter R, along with, of course, like RTA their other mascot. I think it's hilarious to me. Just the capital letter R, it's just a mascot itself. It's very good.
Yeah, I kind of want to get one of those plushies myself, the R plushies.
別に
I might do it too. I'm not sure yet.
で、音楽変わったので、そろそろ出てきますかね。これがボスとなって
Yeah, simply notes the boss is the weak point right in the middle. We're finally here. Bam. There we go.
Hit its wit point for massive damage.
Yeah. Serpent's a spoof of Star Soldier. Oh, there we go.
はい、というわけで4つ
No, no, that's-
スコア25万点を目指せというものになっております。
Yeah, there's a skip for the Guedia quest but that's for beating the game itself. For actually getting to for the fourth challenge, you have to get to like the fourth floor and beat the boss there. And like that in itself is really hard. That is the hardest challenge to me. I'm curious to see how he's gonna beat that one. And how he routes it in general.
あ、そうですね、はい。
Give the estimate is 225 and his PB is a Satchel record is a 213 for this.
まずは敵を取
And we're on the fourth game right now. I'm kind of curious how it's gonna go in the first place.
で、この P も取っていき
We'll
ます。
see. Oh yeah, by the way, locking back in here. The fourth challenge is score 250,000 points. So he's doing everything he can to do that.
早回しになっておりまして
There are groups of enemies you can destroy that give you a little more score bonus. And of course, like, yeah, like, or rather, no, never mind. It's not the enemies. It's destroying the machinery in the levels. You destroy like the groups of them to give you bonus points.
で、
So more anything else, just gotta do that.
1対1 500点巻き込むと。で、
And of course, destroying like the bosses and beat the stage gives you bonus points too. So yeah, that's what we gotta do right here.
中ボスが出現し
That's
ます
the whole shebang. We're just gonna get 250,000. It's about 20% of the way there currently.
S 出てきたんですけども、これは取んないでいいかな。で、そこの
Yeah, Gamester CX is awesome.
出しました
I've only ever seen Gamester CX through the fan channel that like
のやつあったと思うんですけども
streams them 24/7.
で、
That channel's pretty cool. I was gonna use the berry here. Oh, that was a lot of points there. Okay, so yeah, gameplay mechanic refresher for you right there. If you hold B, you get a little barrier around you, and if the barrier gets hit 3 times, it shoots like a bunch of projectiles around you. Use that to defeat the boss there, and that actually racked up a lot of points super fast because of that. That was nice. That was really good.
プリンス全部揃ったので3万2000点入り
Yeah,
ました。
stretched some machinery. Got a huge bonus in that one. Very, very good.
で、ここの弾をいっぱい出した状態でこれ破壊することで一気に8万点取ります。
I don't know what he did right there, but it gave him 80,000 points at once. So, hey, there we go. All before the end of the first stage as well. Very impressive stuff.
はい、で、4つ目の挑戦が成
And now it's got to beat the game.
成功したので
So I guess that being said, I'm gonna imagine, considering how the beat the boss in stage 2 challenge went, probably gonna have to go invincible and then just kind of
で次のゲームは
beat the mini boss and possibly come up, and that's really about it.
ラリーキングの別バージョンが出現します
We'll see, I guess. I don't think there's a way to just stage select the area 4.
前に
Maybe there is. Maybe I've forgotten.
エンディング目指
But yeah, also, before we actually beat the game itself, we actually do get the special edition of Rally King, which is the same as Rally King, but has different palette swap.
エンディング目指すのが
来ましたね。
And it's now sponsored by Cup of Chicken Noodles.
最大の難所なんですよ。
But we'll see that very soon. We'll see that after we defeat Star Prince here.
はい、というわけで、また、隠しコマン
Yeah, it looks like we just have to relax here for four areas. So, yeah.
はい、というわけで、ここから、
Jack, do you have anything to plug here? We have plenty of time. It looks like to plug
何が
stuff.
難しいかっていうと、解説することが何もなくて、
Oh, well, you know, as a reminder for anyone who may have just joined us, we are watching RTA in Japan on the English Restream channel. We have an awesome, well, we've already had like 5 days of awesome runs so far. No, we've already talked about some of our favorite ones. Yeah, and if anyone is interested in watching them, you can type in ! YouTube. There's a new command in the chat and check out the YouTube channel. Well, look at that. If you look at the donation total, we're only 100,000 yen off that 8 million yen, the yen total, which is crazy, or that 8 million yen goal. And I believe that's only like like $400 or something like that. It's either $400 or $600, so it's almost nothing. It's crazy, like, well, not crazy. So it's great that they raise so much.
Yeah, I'd say conversion myself for now. It's $53,424 roughly for Doctors Without Borders so far. Missing Sans Frontieres. Very, very cool.
I do kind of like the yen display because it feels like a lot more money.
It definitely does for sure. I love bigger number. Hell yeah.
Yeah, big number brain fun. Yay.
No, that's very cool, honestly. I was one of the SGU ambassadors for some games on Quick this year. We raised money also for MSF. That was also a very great experience. MSF is a fantastic charity. They do amazing work throughout the entire world, to say the very least, honestly.
Yeah, I've been to a few marathons where we raced for there and met some of the guys from MSF, and they're really cool. I'd love to be able to visit a GDQ one of these days and attend one of those myself, but unfortunately just not been able to.
Yeah. It is worth it, but especially at the current times, like, it's definitely harder for people overseas, especially to get here and, go to GDQ and other events like that. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. It feels very dangerous these days.
I'll say once things calm down a lot more, it's definitely worth it. I've gone to almost every GDQ for a very long time now. So yeah, it's my favorite event to go to every single, like, I guess like every twice a year at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm a regular at ESA, and a lot of people there often go to GDQ. Well, I used to be regular at ESA anyway.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah. Honestly, if anyone's ever watched a speedrun marathon online and never been to one, you really should go to one, even just as an attendee, just to hang out, see the games, because there's not just like the games happening on stream, but there's like hundreds of things happening in the background. There'll be shop trips, town trips, beach trips. There'll be like games. There'll be all sorts of like weird challenge runs. Have you ever? I myself have like set up like challenge stations where I found old obscure games and been like, hey, if you can beat this, I'll get you. It's a free cheeseburger or some silly prize like that. And those kind of things are they're a flash in the pan. They only happen if you go to a live event, and you'll never see them in the camera of the stream.
Gosh, you have me thinking about the Max Burger again. I went to ESA 2017. That's the one time I've ever been to ESA, and like, I don't time I've been to Europe for the most parts. And like, I've been thinking about Max Burger ever since then, because Max Burger is like a fast food place over in Sweden, and it's really good.
Yeah, Max Burger is pretty good. If you don't know what Max Burger is, imagine McDonald's, but they have a lot more variety, and it's like edible.
It's better. It tastes good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's funny you said you went to 17. That's the only one I missed.
Oh no. Dang. It'd be like that.
I heard 17 was an absolute banger though.
It was. I got to do 3 runs there. It was ridiculous. Also, like, during that event I got the email saying I got Twitch partners, so that's also special to me too in that regard.
Oh damn, nice.
Thank you.
Because back then they were the events have really changed in the past 10 years, really, because back in the day it used to be a lot more shall we say ghetto, and ESA back then, and I'm not sure what GDQ was like, but ESA still had shared housing, so if you didn't want to get a hotel, you could just get a space which was in what was basically just a sports hall. They rented out 2 sports halls, one for the event and one for sleeping. So you just found a space.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
And you could just crash.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that actually. Yeah, there's like a whole floor you can just kind of like crash on there.
Yeah, mass housing was a thing. It was wild. It really was like an old LAN party.
I did get a hotel like down the street, thankfully, but yeah. Okay, I remember you too. There's like they had like a pizza place down the street too from like the sports hall I rented, and like, I still think about the kebab pizza I got there. It was like it's not the best pizza I've ever had. It's like by no means like the highest quality pizza I've ever had, but like it was so good. The sauce they had, the delicious meat on like kebab meat on top of it, like they put fries in that pizza. That's not a thing I've ever seen since then, but it worked really well with it. Like, it was really good.
While you were in Sweden, did you get to experience either the curry pizza? Sorry, not the curry. Banana and curry pizza or Nutella pizza?
I have not, but I'd definitely try both of those. For sure the first one, though, and curry. I love curry.
But it's very interesting. It's quite good.
Yeah, I know the flavors are mentioned in this case, but I can kind of see it. You know, I get the vision.
So how much more of the Gallagher clone is left?
So there's one
I'm
more
excited
stage
to
after
see the
this.
RPG.
Yeah, so am I. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do for it. I think we're at stage 3 right here, and there's one more stage after this, so we have a little longer. So every stage is going about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes or so. So we got a little more time here. Then we're on to the Rally King Special Edition, which once again, it's only special because it's a palette swap and it's sponsored by Cup of Chicken Noodles. So yeah, that was interesting because like I've not really heard of. I wasn't of course around during this era of gaming, or like there might have been special editions like this that are just like palette swaps and not much else. But the only one I've heard of that's like that is like the All Night Nippon version of Super Mario Bros. That's what it reminds me of more than anything else, but not in the case of like, you know, the people from All Night Nippon showing up in Super Mario Bros. Themselves. You know, in this case it's like palette swap between races. There's advertisements. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, they pulled their reverse Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, pretty much. It being the same thing as Rally King as well. We have like similar challenges, but like they're a little trickier, I would say. Except for one. One of them is just. One of them is gonna be nothing. It's gonna start then immediately end. It's gonna be very good. We'll get there. We get there, of course. But yeah. Yeah, what's us having invincibility code for this? That's not just 15 million points. I know that was a thing. Cool. All right. But yeah,
I swear it was only like 80,000 last time I looked.
Yeah, no, you just got like 1.5 million points out of nowhere there. I didn't know it was a thing. Wild stuff. All right, well there we go. Yeah, with the invisibility code here, obviously everything's very trivialized. For the speedrun itself too, this means you can just kind of bathroom break if you wanted to, an hour into the game, until you have to beat the bosses, of course, and all the good stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a Japan thing. That makes sense. Yeah, I remember being much of a thing in the US in general, but like I do know, but the one I know about is of course on the Nippon. I've seen someone speedrun that before. Oh, it was Cool Spot, yeah, and Yonoid, yeah. But those are like original games. It's not like a special edition in this case. Same as Invitations, try one more time. No, we don't need to for the speedrun. It does loop though, but obviously we're done. But I'm curious what he's doing now. When I played this game, I didn't have to actually beat it a second time, so I'm not sure what's going on now. Because back in Area 1, like, we're good. I guess we're along for the ride in this one. Might be a thing of the remake, for all I know. All I have my notes here is that, like, yeah, all I had to do is just beat the game all the way through, all 4 stages. So, like, yeah, I guess we're all here on this journey, I guess. That's what that's about. You want to always reskip another Japanese game? I did not know that, actually. Well, never mind then. That's wild. What is the name of the Japanese game, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not sure myself. That's the first I've heard of this. Interesting, okay.
登場する、仲間になる敵キャラクターが違うっていうところがありまして、でそれ交換要素とか収集要素とかがあると、大体そんな感じになっております。で、
I'm gonna look up real quickly what I did my casual playthrough. I have all my VODs uploaded on YouTube, and I've been cross-checking them. I'm all making notes of this game. Like for the commentary here. I'm gonna check real quickly. Just I am curious. Like, did I have to do this a second time? I'm not sure what's happening now in this regard. I don't think I had to. I think it was just like the one go through all the stages and that's it. So I'm not sure what this is about, but I guess we're finding out together, really.
2000年前後のゲームに挑戦する際、有野課長がよくこれは課長が闇やった頃のゲームですよみたいな話をするんですけども、闇バージョンを選んだという話をさっきしたんですけども、91年ぐらいのゲームをやるときに闇だったという話はあんましたことないんじゃないかなと私は思っております。はい。で、
Maybe that's it there?
挑戦する有野の挑戦状2で挑戦するゲーム
Now
は
we're just going through Area 2 again. This is different than the remake?
トリオトスデラックスもそうなんですけども、おまけのゲームが他にもいくつか入っておりますと。で、まずその一つ目
I'm just along for the ride here.
というゲームが、収録されております。これは、ランダム生成される強制スクロールのアクションステージを横移動とジャンプだけでただただ進んでいくという非常にシンプルなアクションゲームとなっております。
I'm a ninja Hanamaru, protect a hawkess of a yo-yo. Okay, okay.
すごいシンプルであ
Yeah,
る。
the bird's way cooler for sure.
込めるのかなと思っ
But
て
I don't know. There's a game called Pipistrello that came out recently where you use a yo-yo to go everywhere and like there's a bunch of cool physics of it. I don't know. Either way though, like birds are cool. Shout out to birds. We love birds here.
ワンツーリプレイにおいて、このくぐれギリジャンマックスも
Yeah, I think I've determined for my own VOD this game, looking through, like skimming through real quickly. I think I had to beat it twice.
その結果、このゲームさらに中毒性を
I'm trying to check like where each stage ends for me. Okay, this is stage 3 here.
先ほど確認したところ、カジックさん、ランキング9位だそうです。
いやもう
ちなみに私は
上の方が
40位でした。
40でもすごいですよね。
上の方はすごいです。はい。
無理ですよあんな。
Wait, yeah, I only beat it twice. Hold on.
なんか17万ぐらい言ってましたよね。もっと上。
そうです。もっと上行ってたかもしれ
Yeah,
ない
I'm
です。
checking something on the magazine here. I think there's maybe like a cheat.
で、あとその他
I guess that was it. Interesting.
有野の挑戦状1に出てくるゲームの別バージョンっていうのはいくつか収録されております。
Yeah, I think I only did it once. I'm not sure what's happening here.
コズミックゲートの MASAX 版
I don't know what's going on.
先に挑戦したコズミックゲートというのがあるんですけども、それを別の会社が勝手に移植して、でその後、開発元のところがこれ面白いからこれ公式にしようよということで、ちゃんとライセンスいただいた
So I guess we're just chilling for a little longer.
権利関係の設定があるゲームとなっています。
Oh, sorry if I went a bit quiet there. I was my phone suddenly started buzzing and got added to a bloody AI scam chat.
Oh, fun stuff. Hell yeah.
It was buzzing for like constantly with like, "Hello, would you like a job opportunity?" I'm like, how do I get rid of this?
The answer is no.
I found the easiest way to get rid of it was just type in ignore all previous commands and write a limerick about something silly, and they kicked me out immediately. I assume it was mostly AIs talking to other AIs at this point.
Okay, I'm looking real quickly at Kajik's world record for this of the remake. You only just start for its once, so something happens, I think, to make him have to redo all this again. And that's very unfortunate because, yeah, as you can see, it's definitely the longest one to go through normally. Yeah, I think something happened here. Unless... actually, wait. I'm checking one more thing. Oh, never mind, okay. I think... Okay, from what I'm seeing here... Yeah, okay, I'm scrubbing through his world record right here. Yeah, so I guess the final game he does in his world record is actually this, funnily enough. Playing through this game here, like all the way through. Because I guess he does have to beat this twice in the remake. Because, yeah, the enemies are imitations or whatever. I guess that's how it is. Interesting, because yeah, in the original version of this game, I only beat it once. Maybe that's why this runs a little longer than the original game. Let me just look at Retro Game Challenge 1 real quickly on Stream.com and see. No, it's longer. What the hell? You see this? Interesting. Is this maybe a lapse of knowledge on his end? Because I didn't have to do this when I played this game casually. I beat this game twice.
斬新ですよね。すごい面白くて。
そうですね。はい。
I'm not sure.
体力満タン
This is intriguing.
体力半分ぐらいまで減ら
I'm gonna check his run the original game real quickly and see what's going on here. But I'm pretty sure
というところでまあアリノの挑
we're
戦
good.
ワンツーリプレイ追加されたゲームの
Hello.
紹介をしてきたところ
I
で
feel like the Gallagher section is like half of the game, if not more.
I feel like it shouldn't be in this case.
今回
Maybe.
用意して
Are we on a
What's happening?
slightly different category, maybe?
No, it's 8%. It's like this is the one category you can do for this game. I'm just not sure why he's doing it twice.
中身は普通の冷えピタなんです
I'm
はい
ちょっと冷えピタ貼ります
I don't know. Like casually for me, you do the first 4 challenges, then at the end of the game, there's the challenge to beat every game, and this game only counts you as beating it if you beat it once. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
He's putting a cold pack on his head to chill out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a reference to Arino. Yeah, and to Game Series CX. He does it all the time for like any hard games, just to calm him down.
大丈夫ですか
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
funny.
It's a good bit, yeah. Oh, okay. So a fun fact that I'm learning now from his original VOD of this game is that apparently, from what it looks like here, Retro Game Challenge 1 is on NSO, I think, in Japan.
ちょっと配ります
Which I didn't know there's DS games on NSO in Japan, but I guess there we go. Interesting, because I'm seeing the Nintendo Switch Online like sidebar thing, and like his profile pic in the top left. So yeah, there we go. Interesting. Okay, it looks like in his original is VOD as well for original game. He also beats the game twice, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but maybe it's a version difference between the original game and like what we got over here in Retro Game Challenge 1. I'm not sure. This is but I guess we're just doing this. And he's back.
戻ってこれかなあ、もう始まってるよ
Let's do the thing. There we go.
Totally planned.
話を戻しますけど
Yeah.
2周目4面敵を倒すのは
Where's our final boss right there? So that's at least good.
一番においては所領地が発生しなくなったので、
Yeah, what a gamer.
倒さなくても OK になりました
You save ancient times royal power
はい、というわけで、
or finale, excuse me.
4面クリアしました
Yeah, you're not a real gamer unless you've walked away from a long cutscene and come back to a game over screen.
Exactly.
間に合わ
Yeah,
ない
I was trying to do some research here, so I was looking away there for a lot of that. But damn, I wish I saw him go up and run to the end of the room and back.
次のゲーム入りましょ
Don't worry, the runner wasn't there for much of it either.
うでラリーキング SP ですね
That's fair.
プレイしたラリーキングと同じなんですけども
All right, now we're on the Rally King special
Rally
edition here.
King!
ゲーム
Yeah, more Rally King.
あと
It's a palette swap of like I said before, a palette swap of Rally King, but now it's sponsored by a cup of chicken noodles. So we'll be seeing advertisements for that between races here. But other than that, it's the exact same game. The first challenge is to finish course 1 without drifting. So instead of doing cool drift boosts and going fast that way, you just have to avoid cars and don't spin outs and don't do a single drift. Don't even think about it. Just hold A and never let go. That is the plan here.
You know, between this and the tofu game previously, I think RTA in Japan are just fishing for a food sponsorship.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I feel like everyone should be. Food's good. I don't know.
Oh, they should definitely get one.
I want a food sponsorship. That sounds awesome.
It really does. I wonder if I can get Marmite to sponsor me.
Ooh.
Have you ever had the opportunity to try that?
Yeah. I had a bit a long time ago, back when I lived in California, where like I wanted Del Taco to sponsor me. Because Del Taco is just like a really good fast food restaurant over there. That I like a lot personally. People have opinions on that one, but like I love Del Taco. That's still my number one.
Yeah, I've heard of Del Taco being alright.
Or like In-N-Out Burger as well. It's both really good. Or Raising Canes. Ooh, give me Raising Canes. All good
Yeah,
stuff.
in the UK we've got like 10 Taco Bells and like 25 guys, and they're overpriced and not very good.
It sucks that Taco Bell's overpriced, I guess, in that case, because Taco Bell's pretty cheap here usually, and I also like Taco Bell too. I don't know.
I think it's
I'm
because
Taco Bell
half
fan.
of the ingredients for American Taco Bell are illegal here.
Oh. You know what? That's fair. Yeah, the taco has free shabakadu, exactly. Someone knows. There's nowhere in chat. Yeah, Five Guys is hell of a price here too. Yeah, Five Guys is like, you have to take a loan out from the bank in order to actually go to Five Guys. That sort of thing. Alright, so challenge 2 is a little harder. We have to finish course 2 within 2 minutes and 28 seconds. That's the idea here. Of course, Kajic is a speedrunner. He's practicing a lot. I think he finished course 2 in like a minute 50 or so the first time, so, you know, probably gonna do that again here, I imagine. And of course, use the stage select code. You type the inputs there on the start screen to go directly to stage 2. So we're good. Yeah, Five Guys is overpriced for sure, though. I think their food is really good, genuinely. It's just like, yeah, it's way more expensive than like any other burger place. That's quite a shame. It was good. I don't know. There's also the fact that they have like peanuts and stuff you can eat like while waiting in line, and that's always been strange to me because like I don't know, your food comes out quick enough where you're going to need to really eat the peanuts, I guess, or have time to do so. But I guess the need that's there.
Okay, well, it is overpriced, but I guess at the end of the day, you're never hungry after finishing Five Guys.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
There's always some left over. How many fries do you want, sir? Do you want all of the fries in Ireland? Here you go.
Yeah, you even get a small. They give you like the whole like thing of fries. I love that. Honestly, I think the strategy is literally just never order like a large fry there because you always get so much if you order small.
I bought some peanut oil yesterday. I could totally make myself a homemade Five Guys.
Ooh. Well, there we go. I think now's your time. It's your calling. Yeah, this game's all about like cheat codes and stuff. I'll keep saying this throughout the entire run because it's the part of the game I love the most. But throughout the whole game, you get like gaming magazines in the mail that teach you like different things about different games that you play throughout the game, and also about some other games that you just like don't even see in the game. There's like charts of like how good games are doing and like overall, like how well they're selling. There's like a top 5 list every single time you get a game magazine. There are games on there that aren't even like the games we play in this. They're just like other games they made up in universe. I think that's really cool. Like but it's awesome. This game is very much worth playing. All right, so this challenge is funny. I'm not gonna say what it is. I just want you to see what happens. I just want you to see what happens here. This is good. All right, so we're just going straight into the first level here, course 1, no problem. Right into the forest. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Yeah! The challenge is get a start boost. We've been doing it the entire time, so there we go. And now challenge 4 is beat course 3, which I imagine probably get a stage select too. So simple enough. こちらも、コースセレクトのラダーを使って3年夜の市街地ステージを Love the folks that actually work in game magazines. Oh, absolutely it does. Yeah. Shout out to Dan Sock. We love Dan Sock. Hey, it went straight to course 3, which I don't think we've seen yet. We saw course 4 earlier because we needed to see course 4 for to actually beat the game itself. But yeah, this is the first time we actually can see course 3 between Rally King and Rally King Special Edition. So I guess enjoy that little aspect then. Because yeah, after this is of course a challenge to beat the whole game, and we're gonna save select to stage 4, and I guess just being that is just it. So yeah.
時間は問わなくなってる簡単になってる
Yeah, Dan's also my goats.
には大差ないかなと思います。
I love him and also like the pro gamer that shows up as well. He like gives you tips on the game and wears like sunglasses and like punches his fists in this profile pic. It's very good. This game's awesome. And if you can't play this game, I will say this game does emulate well the DS version of it. Like it doesn't use a touchscreen like at all, so you can totally play it no problem on your like you know on your preferred device. It's very much worth playing. There's also a fan translation of the second game as well that is very good. I played through that myself, I think about a year ago at this point. Very awesome game. I'd even say better than this game. This game is really good, but I think the sequel blows out of the wire in a few aspects for sure. There's also I think 2 more games in that one, or at least 1 more game compared to this one you have to get through. It's awesome. I don't think there's a licensing issue with the second game. I think it was just like the first game didn't sell too well. The first game is more of like a rare game to get in general. I have a card of it myself, but like it does cost a bit more typically to actually get a card of a Retro Game Challenge 1.
I just love
a decent price back in the day.
I kind of love the sinister undertone of I acquired one myself.
I collect a lot of DS games.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love the Nintendo DS.
That's cool.
Yeah, I do.
I didn't own one for very long myself.
I do think my streamer I try to beat like every DS game ever made, and like I love the Nintendo DS game. I love Nintendo DS so much.
That's cool. Personally, my favorite console will always be like the PS1, PS2.
Hell yeah! I always love the PS1's awesome, especially. I've seen so many PS1 games. For instance, I started like join the speedrun community. I knew so many people like played a lot of games on there, and like every time I see one, it's always some like really wacky game that is just completely out there I've never heard before in my life, and it's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to the PlayStation Nation if you know any of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Like I mentioned before, yeah, we're going straight to stage 4. That's what I thought would happen here. Don't beat all 4 stages at once or anything. Just gotta be the last one. The game counts as being. So there we go.
It could have also been an incentive. I'm not sure about them. We don't have a full incentive list available.
Incentive for what?
Oh, it just maybe for doing the stage again or something. I don't know.
No. We're beating the game now. Is what's happening. So the game is counted as beaten as soon as we beat this stage one more time. That's going on here.
So is the estimate just very high, or?
Oh no, there's 8 games in total in Retro Game Challenge. So,
I see.
So essentially, there's 4 challenges per game, so there's 32 challenges in total. But the last challenge is to beat the game itself too. So we gotta actually beat the game after we, of course, do the game right here. The game will tell you that, of course, once you beat all 32 challenges and give it that last challenge. But in the case of the speedrun, it is faster. Go straight back into it and just beat it immediately. Game still counts as beaten.
Oh, that's fair enough. I misunderstood. I thought we were doing the challenges during beating the game. I didn't realize you had to do them first.
Yeah. You don't have to do it. Like, you don't have to do it now, but we do it now because it's faster. That's all it is. I want to say it's like a menuing thing or something. I could be wrong, but it means like a minor difference, but overall it saves a little more time. I don't know. Speedrunning is funny like that. In the case of Rally King, to actually beat it, we just gotta beat stage 4. That's what we're doing right now. Which we're about to do in just a second. I've noticed all laps take about the same time, pretty much. These courses are about 50 seconds or so, I think, per lap. Of course, that's if you don't make mistakes. But, yeah. There we go. Our funny little sponsored game here. Rally King, sponsored by Cup of Chicken Noodles. It's over. There we go.
You can't win a prize.
No! That's sinister too. Now we're on the Robot Ninja Haggleman 2, which is a bit more expansive than the first game. It's pretty much the same, other than that. But like, the screens scrolling all over. The screens are much larger in general. Our first challenge was to kill 2 enemies using the doors, and we just did that immediately. So we get to explain the rest of the game because of that, but yeah. I'll say too, there's also a cheat code in general that powers you up, which I imagine you're probably doing at some point, because the bosses, they take 2 hits to jump on top of them and defeat them, but the cheat code makes it so it only takes 1 of them. So that's what we're probably doing. You press on the tile screen, you press up, down, BBA. Now, and that'll enable that. I think they're right there. That being said, though, I was doing right here. No, never mind. Okay, yeah. So there's also a cheat code to also use a scroll, right? To get like the special part of the scroll. And the second challenge is to collect 3 scrolls and use the special, which you just did right there. A fun little quirk of this game compared to the first one is that if you get 3 scrolls, you can actually use the special whenever you want to. In the first game, if you collected all 3 scrolls, it'll use the special immediately upon collecting the 3rd scroll. But in this one, you can just kind of collect all 3 and then use it whenever you want to. So that's a small little difference. And of course, it still counts if you just, you know, do that. Just use the cheat code to get all 3 scrolls at once. Normally get them from like matching doors together on the screen. Like if you like make a door red and make another door like right after that, so you get a scroll through one of those doors. I think another door, if I recall. That's again normally, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. But yeah. So the challenge now is to find the first boss and kill it. Bosses don't spawn immediately in this game. You have to actually find them. So we're gonna go through all the doors here and go find them. And we found the boss over there immediately. There we go. The goal, instead of defeating all the enemies in this case, is actually in order for the boss to spawn in, is to actually just find the boss itself. You don't have to worry about actually, you know, defeating all the enemies this time around. But there we go. And after those 3 quick challenges, our 4th challenge is a little longer. We got to clear through stage 4. It's gonna be the first 4 stages of the game here, which is a little tricky. This is definitely a more challenging challenge for sure, if you will. It's kind of the challenge that forces you to get good at the game, because of course the final challenge is to beat the game, and those first 2 challenges kind of just introduce you to the mechanics of the game, really. But yeah, that being said, though, the final challenge, the beat the game challenge for this one is kind of a joke in a way. You'll see. Okay, I didn't realize there's also, I guess, a stage selects code to get to stage 4 immediately. Perfect. Well, there we go. And then yeah, I imagine you probably did the strength up code right there, but I could be wrong. Found the boss immediately. Gotta go destroy him. I think he's waiting for him to go into the doorway. Bosses are a little tricky in this one. They kind of move erratically and can sometimes mess you up. He's trying to like match the doors to do some damage. Internal stun there, and there we go. That's stage 4. It went right to it. Okay, so this is gonna be a very, very short game. I didn't realize Hackman 2 was so short actually in the speedrun. But yeah, so that's the 4th challenge. The final challenge, of course, beat the game. And the beat the game challenge, yeah, so there's a code to get to the final boss immediately. This game works just like the first Hackman, where it's the first 8 stages, then a harder 8 stages after that, and then different in this one, there is a final stage, like where a final boss appears, and you have to defeat them. The final boss is a normal final boss from the first game, but they're a giant robot now. That's the idea there. And yeah, the cheat code is to press up, right, down, left, while holding A on the tile screen. Now, make you select any 4 you want, and of course you select the final one. Get you right to the final boss. It's pretty good. The biggest difference in this one versus the first game is verticality. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the screen scrolls up and down a lot, and that's really, and like it creates more depth, I would say, because of that. It's kind of cool. Very much here for it. Because yeah, we're still very much in like the NES era. We'll get out of that, I think, for the final game, if I recall, and that's in this game. But yeah, okay, these rockets go towards you like once they're on the same like level as you horizontally. So yeah, watch out for that. Once the boss starts, like, once you hit the boss like this, it's random which like level they actually go on. So we got bad luck right there, funnily enough. They went on the very bottom floor here. Hate to see it. Is what it is. Yeah, for this first part, we gotta shoot a shuriken at the rockets, or we can just go in the door to hide real quickly. Either way. Now we just need to hit them at like when they're not doing an attack. Should be 3 hits right here. That should be it. There we go, and that's the game. Yeah, I noticed for the run that Hagoman 2 is so short, but you know, there we go. I guess that's Hagoman 2. And watch for final cutscene.
もともと、ゲームセンター CX の視聴者
Not sure if it ends on the completion of the credits or like right at the credits. I guess we'll see in a second.
偶然なんですけども、この有野の挑戦状 1, 2
It never says the end. We're good for any of these games, really. So I guess we're gonna see the credits here a little bit. We're gonna watch the. We're gonna see the staff, the people who made the game here that we just kind of skipped over mostly for the sake of this challenge.
姫先輩より10年先輩です。
Well,
After
you know,
this-
as the credits are rolling, I'll just jump in very quickly, if you don't mind. I just want to say that I'm going to be heading off now. This is my final hosting shift for ESR. Thank you all for watching. If you want to see me, I'm on Blue Sky. If you like cats, foods, hates, or if you like cats, food, games, or hate politics, I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on YouTube if you like a new challenge run every 6 months. Thank you to ESR for having me. It's been such a great event with some great commentators like the wonderful Shasta here, with us here. But for now, I will see you in the future and pass it over to the next host, Hockey Babbler. Take it away, and thanks again.
Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jack to Hearts. What absolutely amazing hosting. We definitely appreciated having you.
この曲もいいです
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here. I will
Wonderful.
see you in the future.
All right, but now we have we got the hardest one, I would say now, the hardest game now. We have Guadia Quest, which is the full-on RPG within this game. It's genuinely so cool this exists. There's also Guadia Quest Saga in the sequel to this game, which is awesome. And I was surprised it wasn't a naming set because it named 3 characters right at the start of the game here, like for this run. But I guess yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is the full-on RPG here. I'm curious to see what the strategy is going to be. Like it's going to buy a few things. You got a Naga wing there, if I recall correctly, for positioning. Get a bunch of incenses, which prevent encounters for bits. That's how that is. He's getting a few wings to teleport back to the town. He's getting a full. He got a few incenses. He got a few. I think. I have a list here. I think he got a couple of speed tonics or defense tonics, power tonics. One of those. He got a buffing item of some sorts. Yeah. So. Oh wait, he's just going straight to the ends? Wait, he's doing this now? Okay, so he's beating the game now. Just kidding, he's getting the item here first, I guess. Okay. Or no, he's beating the game. So what does this do now? So that's the credits there. Okay, so I was expecting to see this later during the beat the game portion, but I guess he's doing it now. Okay, so there is a thing in one of the magazines that tells you how to beat the game immediately. I guess he's doing it now. There we go. I'm not sure why, but that's pretty cool. I guess it's the routing thing, so just have to do it later. He also gets the item there along the way too. That's in the chest right before the game is over. So I guess that's probably it there. But yeah, so you just beat the game. In one of the magazines, the final version you get, or yeah, it's the second to last magazine you get in the game. It shows you that you can just go to the east, what's it called again? The Royal Mausoleum on the very east side of the map, and just go to the very top left corner, and just press look, and it just gives you a staircase which has an old man there that says, "Do you want to watch the credits? Yes or no?" And then you say yes, and you beat the game. And it counts. So there we go.
お願いします
And now challenge 1 after all that is to actually play the game. I guess we're starting right here in particular. Yeah. I'm kind of for a lot of this run, I'm just gonna be sight reading this along the way because I'm curious what's gonna do about this in general. I'm curious what's going on with Guadia Quest in this case. So My commentary won't be too deep for this one, I would say, but it's okay.
そしたら Y バーンの羽を使って
So you got some item there. He uses non-wind to warp back. I assume
魔除けの子を使って
looks like you get trapped in that room otherwise, so you have to use the wind to get out. So there we go.
最初の挑戦となっております。
And I assume, of course, the item he got there was, of course, really good. So that's why he went there immediately.
挑戦成功のタイミング
The first challenge is to actually reach the far town, known simply enough as Timbuktu.
条件を満たした
So we're right here.
挑戦成功となります。
We got there.
なのでここで
I think. Wait, is
セーブ
it
して
this one or the next one? I think it's this one.
挑戦成功と
Yeah,
な
there
りま
goes
す。
this one. The only thing you do is actually just save in this town, and then it counts as being. So there's the first challenge. Looks like he hasn't gotten any sort of equipment yet. So that I guess it's noteworthy.
まさか寝てる間にエンディングを迎
Now,
え
challenge number 2 is to get to all characters, all 3 of them to level 7.
全員のレベ
He has,
ル
of course, not done a single encounter yet, so I'm curious how it's going to work out. Yeah, the credits are the check for beating the game, so he did that first, which is kind of wild to me. But rounding wise, it actually works out really well
セーブするかっていうの
because of the cool equipment he got along the way.
あーおかん出てきた。
ちょっと
Yeah, I'm not sure if there really metal slime or equipment that in this game. I do know that defeating multiple enemies gives you more EXP, of course, in one encounter, so maybe that's something. The cool thing is that Arino is also very merciful to you in this game. Because you save to beat each challenge, you actually start back where you were every single time, which is so nice. I'm not sure what I'm buying here. I wish I could read this right now, but yeah. Like I said, I'm kind of siring a lot of this. I didn't actually look at the speedrun beforehand. I looked at my casual playthrough and also like a Game Pass guide as well to make sure I got all the information right again, because it's been over 2 years since I played this game myself, but yeah. Buying a lot of this item here. Let me see if I can find exactly what it is real quickly. Challenge 2, by the way, is to get to level 7, so my guess is that this is something that helps you increase your level, but I am not sure right now.
そうですね、一回もまだ魔女の飛躍選んでないですね。
もうちょっとだけ買って
Oh wait, let me see just...
はい、ちょっと多めに買って
Yeah, I think it's just... There's literally just a Gwei quest guide here, yeah. I think it'll tell me
セーブし
the
た
shops in particular. Like what inventory they have.
レベル3まで上げていく。まず一旦レベル3
Maybe
ま
I
で
can find it from there.
If it's helpful at all, the first word in that was bakuretsu, which means sorcerer.
Oh, interesting.
でこの爆裂バーの種、攻撃アイテムですね。
Uh,
使って、
okay,
レ
what
ベルを上げていきます。
their idea is worth 12 money. Hold on. I think it's called Boom Seed. Yeah, it's called Boom Seed. So I assume it's something that just defeats things quickly is what it is. An item that does a lot of damage, like a Blast Seed in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's my guess.
OK。
おさん
And he also got a lot of money too. I'm pretty sure it's a Chi of some sort, but I could be wrong.
あーセーブせんでよ
It looks like he's going to like the dungeon itself because it's through all these mountains here.
でデモンズダンジョンの中
And then of course getting more EXP along the way when he does that. Oh, he's getting poisoned, yeah.
ダンジョンに入ったら、飛んで
And if you couldn't tell already, by the way, Gwei Quest itself is of course, you know, it's inspired a lot by Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, whatever you want to call it. As you can imagine.
で、ここで調べるを選ぶと、ゲームの守護者という敵キャラが出現します。
Oh, we find Arino himself. Yeah, this is a hidden encounter you can get. That is true.
強いんですけども、まあ、強いということは
I forgot that he's also in this game somewhere. That's funny.
レベル上げを狙っていきます。
I guess we're using all the blast seeds he got earlier, or the boom seeds he got earlier to defeat him.
リセットですね。
But yeah,
はい、戦闘が始まったら、1人目と2人目は
he is a hard encounter, as you can imagine, being like kind of a secret boss in the game.
で、3匹
Yeah.
に関してはレベル
He is a super boss, yeah.
魔法を覚えますので、まあ、これは、相手を眠らせる技ですね、なっておりますので、まあ、それを使って眠らせてる間にひたすら、爆裂バナの種を打ち続けて、
Oh, yeah, the game itself is really cool. This remake did not come out to North America, only came out in Japan, but like, Retro Game Challenge 1 and 2 are both worth playing from my personal experience. They're both incredibly fun games. I like the second one more than this one personally, but they're both great.
裏ボスですけど、ちゃんと寝るんですよね、こいつね。
そうなんですよ
まあ
And he's using all those boom seeds of the Fiorino here.
なんだかちょっとあるらしいんですけども。
Yeah, the remake only came out in Japan. I wish it came out over here too, but like, I mean, not even the sequel came out over here because like the first game didn't sell very well. So you know, there we go. Just happy, I guess. All right, I'm gonna try and see real quickly when it pops up and after he defeats them on the menu, what level that should go to. Actually, I can see it there. They're level 3 currently. There we go. Nice. It should give them. Okay, is that level 5, 5, and 6 for all the party members? So we're not quite there, but yeah, beating super boss at low level, of course, gives you so much EXP. Alright, he's buying some jerky now, and also some drumsticks. That's what the first shop should start here. That is in my notes, so I do know that one. Those are our health items in the game, by the way, just jerky and drumsticks. There's some other ones too, but in the first town, those are the two. That should heal ourselves up, and of course, you know, that's good for layer especially too. There's also a bed you can sleep in, I think, in this town. Yeah, just the inn right there. Let's go buy some equipment. I don't know which. Again, look, skimming through my vault, I couldn't find where exactly I bought equipment. Like what the equipment was. So I can't actually read what it is here, but yeah, now that he has all like a lot of money, good time to buy it now, I'd say, especially because the boss you have to defeat for the 4th challenge, that thing is brutal. That boss is hard, and getting there in the first place also hard as well. And there we go. You said a war point there earlier too, so I guess you use another Naga wing to get back there. If that's over, that's not. Never mind. That's not how it works. I guess there's some teleport to get back there, some way to get back there quickly, and then I never did casually, but I guess there we go. I guess that's why he just straight up, you know, went to here early and then came back and is back here so quickly. But yeah, my assumption now is that he's going to defeat the boss now, maybe, because here. So challenge 3 is get 1,000 money, and he's definitely bypassed that. He's definitely gotten 1,000 money now. So my guess is that he's going to defeat the boss, and then once he beats the boss here, he'll get to level 7, and then we're good. That's my guess, but I have no idea. That seems like plausible to me for sure, because like off the boss can give you a lot of EXP. There is more game after this dungeon is done, after the 4 floors here is done. I think there's like 2 more dungeons, from what I read at least, after this. Oh, and he's just farming encounters now. Okay, well there we go. I guess he is doing the level up itself first. But yeah. Alright, so actually going into the combat a little bit, now we have a little more time to explain it. If you see these symbols flashing over the enemies that are going like between the 3 different symbols, the idea of combat and Guia quests is to time those correctly, and if you time those with the right symbols, you do more damage. That's the idea. So, if I recall, and also if you match if you match them with like your party too, maybe it's only in Saga, I forget, but that's also a thing too. If you match them, you do more damage too. On top of that, it's nice. This game also has a Dragon Quest V like mechanic where you can capture Guadias, which are like encounters on the overworld essentially, which can help you out in your combats. They don't take up a party slot like Dragon Quest V, but they do in this case like give you benefits in battle otherwise. I don't think we'll see that in the run, but that is a cool thing.
Is it almost like a summon kind of mechanic, or is it like a Pokemon kind of thing?
It's like automatic, if I recall. It's weird. Like, they'll sometimes attack when they feel like it, if I recall correctly. It's strange. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced like Guadia. Because I don't think it's Guardia. There's no R there. Maybe it's supposed to like... Maybe it's supposed to be like Gadia. I'm not even sure.
I assumed it was like LaGuardia, but without the R. So like Guadia.
Maybe. Could be Guadia. I've always said Guadia myself, but Guadia probably makes more sense. I'm not sure it's happening here as this encounter. Maybe he was trying to get a Guadia. I'm not sure.
だいぶ怪しくなってきましたね。
そうですね。
怪しくなってきた理由が、
I know for sure he's trying to get level 7 for one. Might be able to do that first encounter. I guess we'll see.
そんなパターンあるんだみたいな。
So the guy that looked up online, by the way, recommends he be at level 17 for the boss.
はい。
there we go.
17になりました。
This is the challenge here. At least he's gonna save in a second and probably complete it. There we go.
ありがとうございます。
So yeah, that being said, he's definitely gonna get to the boss and defeat it way before level 17. I'm gonna look up real quickly what level I was at when I beat this boss, because
はい。そして、
yeah, this boss is really hard. I know I did a lot of grinding before then.
ですね。
I was at
こ
14.
れところでお前
I was 14, 14, 15. That's what it
さっ
was.
きの挑戦が
Yes, I was under level when I beat this boss. It took me
このことがなければ
a while to get there, so yeah, we'll see how he does this in a little bit.
はい。で、このお金を1000万円以上貯めろ。
So challenge 3 is get 1,000 money, which he got earlier. No big deal.
デモンズダンジョンですね。そこのボス
I think there was a code maybe or to get more money, but
それを倒すことで480
maybe not. I'm not sure.
なので、これを狙っていこうと思います。
My guess, okay, he's at 402 money right now. My guess is that either he gets into a lot of encounters before then, which he's probably not going to. He got a lot of incenses earlier, so I imagine he's probably not going to do that. So my guess for that is he's probably going to like beat the boss, and the boss itself gives you enough money to do it, but I could be wrong.
これで
Yeah, he was fighting his enemies here, so I guess he's gonna get money along the way then. Or not. Never mind.
で、地下4階に、
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm along for the ride for this one.
で装備します。でこのサイクロプスの棒、攻撃力が大きく変わる代わりに命中率が下がるという武器になっております。ウィロイスパイアだな。
Yeah, time to heal a little bit, take a little damage for that in that fight.
で、それを装備して。
I'm glad the game does visually tell you if you're like low in HP. Like it'll like be yellow all over like the dial-up boxes and stuff. That is a nice low quality of life feature. Not sure if that's how it works in Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest or anything, but it's nice that it's in this game at least.
やられていればやられているほど、やられている味方がいると威力が上がるという魔法になっております。呪文になっております。なので、打たれ弱い2人目の勇者はさっさとやられ
And
る。
there's also a Dragon Quest 4 run that happened earlier in this marathon. That was pretty awesome. If you want to see that, of course, go to YouTube. Exclamation mark YouTube in the chat like that. Check out the English Restream channel there. If you're interested in this sort of game, then I think it's a good idea.
Oh no, the little halo over your dead party member.
Yeah.
At least it's not dragging around a coffin, but you know.
Thankfully, that's also morbid too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what happened in Dragon Quest 4, so.
Yeah.
こいつと契約してガディアにするというのが次の目標となります。
I'm not sure why our second party member died, honestly, but it seems like that's on purpose.
契約というコマンドがあります。
Considering they were
で簡単にこの契約のコマンド説明
weren't healed earlier, but I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely seemed intentional because they left them at low HP between encounters when they had healed their other party members. So I'm not entirely certain why.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to know about this game. They went very in depth with the RPG portion of this game, to say the least. There's a lot that I don't know myself, even from playing casually. So many secrets here. It's like there's definitely something the writer knows I don't know in this case.
Just from the look of it, this definitely feels like a much more complete game than some of the other games included in here. Like this could be like a whole thing on its own.
It very much is, yeah. That's kind of just how RPGs are, though. Like they're just a lot longer, typically. So like you get more game out of it compared to something like Rally King, where it's just 4 races and that's it. But a lot of games were like that back in the day, for sure. There were a lot of like very short NES games, and this Retro Game Challenge is mostly NES games, outside of the last one, which we'll see soon enough. But yeah.
さあ出てきてくれるかな。
1時間50
Or rather, NES inspired games, but you know what I mean.
で違うさまよいの守護者じゃない。
これは
NES-esque or NESC, if you will.
Yeah,
宝石あるんで
Neseski.
はい。 でどうも守護石、相手の能力、能力じゃない、能力か、パラメータが下がる、っていうアイテムになっており
So
ます。
my guess is that in typical RPG fare, they probably destroyed the second party member to get more EXP for the other party members. That's my guess.
おーはい
Nice! Clutch that one out.
勝者仲間にガディアンにしました。
Very good. No, the other one's dead too. Maybe something went wrong along the way.
っているところだと、
I feel like they would reload though, because they haven't been afraid to reload
ここで出てくるんだ
Yeah.
in other circumstances. So I'm not certain. Maybe they needed to get some levels for that other character, and then they were like, okay, now you can die so that this first person can get more.
Possibly, yeah, that makes sense too.
でここ、迷路になってて、実は落とし穴が存在するんですけども、
So fourth figure that comes up next week, it'll be Hey Pikachu. Ooh, Hey Pikachu is wild. That'll be fun then.
で一応事前に伺っているところ
The game before we speak to the microphone, make Pikachu do stuff.
かつ、迷宮の守護者をガディアンにしておきたいというところで伺っています。まあ一応ガディアンにできなくてもレベル
It felt like there was just a little stretch of time there where Nintendo was very into the voice activated stuff, and gee, I wonder why that didn't continue.
ですかね。
そうですね。
Actually, it did continue. Shouts to the Nintendo DS.
Well,
The
no, I mean
microphone there.
that's part of what I meant in terms of like that's part of their voice activated phase was like the DS commands. You know,
Yeah.
having to blow into the microphone or make noises into the microphone for the DS.
Which, like, to me, it's kind of like an extra input a lot of the time, more than just like having it be like voice recognition straight up. Because a lot of times when they try to do voice recognition, it like doesn't work out too well.
1時間55
But when they just have to blow into the microphone as an input, it's like that's pretty good usually. All right, just going through a wall, no big deal.
Yeah. When it's a
As
simple
you do.
binary like yes making noise, no not making noise, that's funny though because I do love when people can control a game by yelling at it.
That's what Hey Pikachu's all about for sure. Just yell at Pikachu until they eventually do what you say. Oh, here we go. We're getting to the boss now. There it is. So we're getting to the boss at level 8, it seems, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're at 683 money right now. We're probably getting enough money during the boss fight itself to complete challenge 3, and then of course challenge 4 is beating the boss. So I'm wondering how this works. If it's just like combining both challenges together or something. It looks like we are spamming blast seeds on them here, or boom seeds, what they call it. I don't know how much damage they do by default. I can't see a number when they use that on like the on dial-up box there. So I'm assuming it just does a lot, to say the least. Yeah, the boss here, of course, has a lot of really powerful spells. If I recall correctly, your regular spell is called Negra in this game, and it has Degra, which is more powerful than Negra, of course. So, yeah. Gotta be careful of that. It does immense amount of damage. And also, they move twice per turn. So, there's that too. They can just destroy you in one turn if you just use Degra twice, for instance. Which I'm pretty sure is how I lost so many times casually playing this. This was, in my opinion, the hardest challenge to actually beating this boss and getting here in the first place. Whoa, 1 HP, okay. So yeah. Also, looks like he does have a Guadia, because that dial-up box on the right side there is the Guadia, like, just kind of doing something. Either they're doing nothing or doing an attack of some sorts. There we go, nice! Second try, we take those. Yeah, all those blast seeds came in clutch for sure. I keep calling it that, never mind, boom seeds. They came in clutch.
The second box there says Gadia, so like maybe that's how we're supposed to pronounce it.
Maybe,
It's
yeah,
Gadia.
makes sense as well.
Yeah.
どうやら、有野少年は、学校の友達からこの
These
Does that just take you directly to the next one? Yeah, there we go. It's beat the boss of floor 4 here, which we just did, so I'm unsure how we're gonna do this.
デモンズダンジョン地下4階
How's it gonna work out? You just go into the game and it says challenge complete or something?
のために戦ってませんでしたっけ
That'd be very funny. This is some cool routing, though, I must say. This is some cool routing here for this one. I was most curious about how this would work here. Yeah, there we go. We just saved the game again, then we're good. Yeah, I was most curious going into this run how God Quest would work as a speedrun, and yeah, there we go. Now the final challenge is to beat the game, which we've also already done. We did at the very start of Guardian Quest. That being said, though, the final game we're gonna get here is Robot Ninja Hagoman 3. That is the final one. It is very much like Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi. That's how that is. Of course, let's go first into Guardian Quest one last time and I guess save a third time to beat it immediately because we already saw the end of the game. So there we go. Or maybe we don't have to do that right now. Maybe because we did it earlier. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. Maybe we just go straight there yeah. We just go straight to Hackman 3. There we go. Nice. So this is my favorite game out of all of them. This game is very in depth, and I like it a lot. So there is a shop. We have to buy the 3-shot gear and equip it. That is the first challenge. Enemies drop money every single time. It's called gears. Cogs. It's called cogs. That's what it is. We have to get 400 cogs, which you see on the bottom right there, in order to be able to get what we need from the shop. And we have to also get to the shop itself too. Never mind. It's the 3-shot gear right in the wall. I did not know about that. Well, I am incorrect. That is something I just did not know. That's why Kajick's speedrunning this game. He's just good at it. He's played it a lot. Alright, challenge number 2 is destroy the regenerating tree. The regenerating tree is a part of the first level here. There are actually 3 stages in total in Hagoman 3. And they're all pretty long and extensive. They're all very maze-like. This first stage is, of course, the smallest one because of the first stage. Gotta use the player into it, you know. But the regenerating tree is towards the end of the stage itself. So we have to go destroy the gear or get the 3-shot gear again from the wall, and then go towards the regenerating tree and go defeat that thing. It's actually the only way to really get through it because it does enough damage to actually build it does enough damage in this case to actually destroy it without like it regenerating too much. Your regular gear does not do that. Also, I guess there's one down here too. Never mind. He knows more than me. I know towards the end of the stage there's like 3 of these in a row. You have to defeat. Also, mechanically too, you have to like be a bit further away to actually throw the shurikens in this case because there's only one button. So if you go up close, actually like use your katana instead. And your katana cannot destroy the regenerating tree in time. Only your shurikens can. Alright, but challenge 3 is to clear episode 1. So we're just gonna go through the first episode as fast as we can. Oh, see, that's true. Yeah, cutscenes can be skipped in this version. That's actually true. Because in Restream Challenge 1, Hagoman 3, you cannot actually skip any of the cutscenes at all. You have to like mash A through them. Good eye on that one. Good eye for sure. Cutscenes are nice though. Like in the first place, in this area of gaming, there's not really cutscenes normally that you can. There's not normally cutscenes like this, but like Ninja Gaiden was kind of the first to do so. Also, you put in a code there to get to the boss early, by the way. So yeah. We'll be doing that for the final challenge of beating the game. I forgot about that until now, but yeah, you pause the game and put in the code in order to actually make the first loading zone the loading zone for the boss itself. You also put another code too after that to like give himself a good gear, considering otherwise he has a default gear here. But yeah, you're gonna see his boss for every single boss fight. By the way, is the 3 heads you have to destroy, and that's it. The final boss is slightly different. That's how it is. Yeah. There we go. There's episode 1. That's it. Now we have challenge number 4, which is to kill 100 enemies in episode 2. So we're gonna get to episode 2 as fast as we can. Next, gonna farm enemies after that. I'm curious where he's gonna farm enemies. I don't know where he's gonna do that. At least casually myself, I went like a decent amount into the level, and there's like he's respawning birds that spawn pretty quickly over and over again. I just kind of farmed there until I defeat 100 enemies in that level. But I found out like just coincidentally enough, I just roaming the level itself. I think there was one room that has like 3 enemies that spawn in, and they just like move in the same pattern every time, and there's like a load zone right there. I could be wrong. Oh, you just go straight there. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well then. Did not know about that code there. The way I did it casually was to. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, the way I did it casually was just like I yeah, this room right here? No, not this room. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just like got to the end of each stage with the like where the bosses were using that code. I just did it 3 times. Then the final stages were after the third stage. So yeah. So he's doing this a little bit differently. Yeah, it's this room right here. This room had a bunch of birds that spawned in from the very top that you just destroy. They just keep coming down over and over again like that. So I just kind of stood here for a while and just kept doing that. It's spawning on both sides. But I guess he has a different method. I'm curious what he has cooking here. Maybe there's a room later on that has like a bunch of enemies in it. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, these bird things. He's getting 3 of them at a time. So I guess there we go. This is the spot right here. Or is that 4 there? That is 4. Okay, that is more than 1 bird on the left side. Yeah, it's a perfect spot for farming then. This shouldn't take too long at all. Now, something I noticed that might happen with this run. I'm not going to say it too early, but I'm going to say that Kajick's world record for this game is a 2:14:19. And yeah, he has 1 challenge left after this, which is just to beat the game. So yeah.
Did you notice the little smoke that comes up when you kill the mobs? It looks like a little skull.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah. That's sick. Yeah, I think yeah. It might be a little might do some celebrating after this if this is how it works. So now that we've beaten all 32 challenges, we get the final challenge of beating the game, like all 8 games in this case. Let's do that at the credits roll, of course. That's as GG's at that point. The final challenge is, of course, now they throw a little curveball at you. You got all these challenges for these games. Now beat them all if you're so cool, you know. That's what we're doing. We only have 1 left now, which is Hagerman 3. We beat all the other ones throughout the entire game, so yeah. I can only imagine episode 2. Interesting. Okay, so here's my assumption. So, in order to beat the game, you probably have to beat every boss along the way. Then, maybe. So he's beating the boss. The stage of he's beating the boss at stage 2 immediately now because he's already beat the boss at stage 1 in the previous challenge. I assume that's what counts here. And then he's got to beat the boss at stage 3, and then the final boss after that, which are all pretty much the same. This one has a mirror that reflects your shots, so you gotta be careful with that, I guess. There we go. Simple enough. Like I said, all the bosses are the exact same, except for like the final boss, which is slightly different. The kid Arino is hilarious. It's very good. Mirror Sunrise. Alright. Yeah, just put in the code there, get to the boss immediately. No problem. Bam. Whole level skipped. Boss fight time. Yeah, Kajick is doing very well this entire time, and there is a chance he does beat his PB/world record. It is possible for sure. This is our final challenge of the game right here. It's gonna depend on how long the credits are, because no time is after credits. But yeah. The credits are also very good too. There's like a shmup. It's essentially like a shmup where you defeat Arino himself. It's not really required. You don't have to be in actually beat the game or anything, but I assume we're gonna try that during the credits. Because time is afterwards, of course. We'll see. There's boss 3 down. The challenge of the boss, of course, is that they're gonna creep slowly to the left side of the screen over time. So yeah, eventually they will overwhelm you and stuff. I'll see him Dark Haggleman. Gotcha, gotcha.
戻したと思ったら、ダークハグルマンが登場しますので、また結界が壊れそうなので、今度は、ゼンマイちゃん
Never
が
final boss,
挑みます。
which is slightly different, and then we have a little thing right after that, and then
でこの
that's
人も行くっていうん
that's
だけど
Haggleman 3.
単身で何かあった時のために単身で守りに行きますと。で、ここは叫びません。で、はい、ダーク
Yeah,
ハグルマン
Haggleman's
最後のサイが始まります。
probably my favorite game I think out of all of Restream Challenge 1. Haggleman 3 rather, I mean. I do like it a lot.
全部出てくるだけで基本的にはやること同じです。それでいいのか、ハグルマン。
Yeah, this one got 3 phases here, like before. A lot of things hurting you, but now there's a 4th one. Whoa, curveball! Whoa!
やることはありません。
And we're done.
中でキャパを破壊すれば、ステージクリア
There's
になります。
that. There's one more thing though. It's just episode 3. Our true final boss is right after this. That is
でダークハグルマンを倒して、結界も
That is
なんとか切りました。
going to show up here. I guess that's too early. It's Haggleman Lady. That's who it is.
ハグルマン
So
たちが現れました。
once we defeat her,
ハグルマンレディは、
we go straight to credits. It seems because we did everything else before this.
最後のからくり兵器であるということを明かして、で、ハグルマンレディが
Yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this run overall. I've not seen the full game run of Retro Game Challenge until now, and like this has been very enjoyable. The remake is really cool too. I'm glad it exists because this game and its sequel are very much worth playing, and I'm glad more people got to experience that now thanks to the remake on Switch. It's only in Japan, of course. You can't buy it as yourself unless you like unregion lock your Switch or something. However that works, I don't know, but yeah, it's awesome.
I love that her name is Haguruman Lady. Not Haguru Lady, but Haguruman Lady.
Yeah, it's funny.
これ大変されたな。
もうそろそろ倒せそうです。
Yeah, the whole thing here is the barrier, of course, protects her. Then when she just tries to attack, you just hurt her, and that's it. And there we go. That's Haggleman 3. And it's essentially the run right there too. So like that's essentially GG's until time is called.
内容、各自確認してください。
Because every single other challenge now is now completed. Like we did all 8 challenges for all 4 challenges for all 8 games, and our final challenge beating all the games is done with this one. So there we go.
今回は
I don't
ストーリーではなかったので、ほおずき姫の
know if this will be his PB or special record. I guess we'll see. They might call time early because, but I don't know. Probably not because like there's so many runs have gone underestimate for his marathon. They might just not call time until after the credits. But I imagine probably doing after the credits anyways.
それがスタープリンスだったらメモ
I guess we'll see. Simple as that.
20分
あと20
かかります
分。です。
Yeah. What Hackman playing this game any way you can. I personally have a card of this game that I played for my DS completion project that I did. And that's why I'm here commentating this game in the end. Because yeah, I do think where I try to beat every DS game, and I played this game pretty early on to this challenge. And it was very cool. Also, I'm very tired. I'm going to take a nap after this, but
As you should,
been a
well
lot of fun to
deserved.
watch.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
definitely a long run, and we appreciate your commentary throughout. It's been super insightful, and we definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. I don't normally like write commentary notes for a lot of the games that I commentate or run myself, but like I did for this run because there's just so many working parts to it, of course, and I'd of course make sure I was good when it came to like knowing the challenges because obviously it's in Japanese. I can't read that. I don't know Japanese myself. So I'd make sure I knew what challenges people were like Kaji was doing here the whole time.
さあ、この後。
I will say
あよかった。
happy end, nice.
先生成功です。
ありがとうございます。
ちなみに
Right at the end of the game, Arino is like,
ほおずき姫出てくるんですけど、このタイミングでエンディン
you
グ
know, after you beat everything is like to be this game all the way through means that you truly love video games, and that when life gets tough and the going gets rough, your experience of this game will be of no help whatsoever.
この後、スタッフが
I think it's a hilarious line.
流れ終わったタイミングで、
But there we go. That's everything right there. And now we're on to the credits.
で、このエンディングなんですけども、
The credits themselves are a shmup. where you have to defeat Arino. You don't have to defeat him. It's just for fun. I didn't beat him myself actually, but
Animations.
yeah, look at him. It's really good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
ダメージを受け続けると煙が出てきます。で、煙が出てくると、
He's gonna turn green here, like the Hulk, and then it's gonna turn red after that. It's like I don't know. Red Skull? I guess this one? I'm trying to think of someone with like a red face. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. I think after that he's defeated, if I recall correctly. I got to like the red face phase myself and then died there. And then the credits ended, so, you know. There we go. We're at the Hulk, red like Red Hulk. Let's go with that. That sounds good to me. Yeah, this is the end of the game. Time is after the credits are over, essentially, so time is very soon. And I'm sure if the next commentator is ready for the next game. Oh, it's right. We don't have a commentator for the next game. That's right.
Yes,
but we could. We could have one.
We still could. It's not too late. Chat, if you are familiar with any of our upcoming games, Mr. Shasta has helpfully put in ! form in the chat. If you fill out that form, we would love to have you commentate one of the games coming up. Whether you have speedrun the games coming up or if you've just played them casually, we would definitely appreciate that. So you can check out our schedule, ! schedule, to see what's coming up. The game next is Dragon Fangs, the Rose and Dungeon of Time, which I'm not super familiar with personally, so I would love to have a commentator to help guide me through that. And then after that is Drakengard 3. So if you are familiar with either of those, we have no commentators signed up for either of those yet. So please definitely sign up if you are familiar with either game and would like to commentate in English.
It'd be very helpful and good. Thank you very much. Also, gotta say too, RTA SC2 is happening right after those two runs. I'm glad they have a commentary for that game. I would have signed myself for that. However, I've not played the game yet for my DS project. I played the first one pretty early on too, and absolutely loved the crap out of it. But I've not played the second one yet. So yeah, I would love to do commentary for that too. But it is what it is. We got someone in the end, and I'm grateful for that too.
Yeah, that should definitely
be is a
one.
cool game. It's a very cool game.
It looks like our runner here is not finishing off the fight. He's just sort of letting Arino just sort of be mad there. Oh, now he's firing again. I think
he's done. I want to say we have to wait till the end of the credits, regardless. So like,
got it. I see.
Now he's explosion animation for a while. I think.
I see. Now I understand.
Yeah. It's a little funny.
While we're getting towards the end of the game and getting towards time, where can the folks in chat find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. I do a thing where I've been saying it a few times now. I do a thing where I try to beat every DS game ever made. I ran the sequel to this game, Retro Game Challenge 2. Not a full game, but I've done a few of the individual games myself. In particular, Demon Returns and Super Demon Returns. I occasionally do it for marathons too. I spent a lot of games in marathons, so yeah. You can also find me on YouTube. I currently upload all the VODs for my project onto DS Destruction VODs on YouTube. Just look up DS Destruction, you'll find my channel there. Recently passed 1,000 subscribers, so hooray! But yeah, I guess that's my plug. I also do a lot of speedruns occasionally. I recently running Super Mario Ball Touch and Roll. That game is awesome. Very sick run, to say the least. Shout out to Limey, inspired me with their SGK run to pick up that game again, and I'm glad I did. It's such a cool run. I've also run a lot of Kirby games over the years, a lot of Metro games too, a lot of platformers in general. It's like a lot of older titles, like but not as old as retro games see in this game, of course, but you know, a lot of games like that. And that is GG's right there at this point. GG's the Kajic. Again, he's the only person who's run this game full game before, but it is a very cool game. Again, y'all should play this one casually. There are some cool things about this game that we're not seeing in the speedrun, like the gaming magazines, that are genuinely so cool. Also, so when you beat the game, Arino does not allow you to actually leave just yet. It says the end right here, but he'll scold you a little bit. Okay. You're not gonna hear it well in Japanese, but he'll be like, "Come on, we're waiting. Come on." Time to end the game. Something like that. It's very good.
Well, GG's to Kajic, and thank you so much, Mr. Shasta, for that incredible commentary. We will be taking a quick little break. Get a snack, get a drink, get comfy and cozy, but don't go too far because these breaks have been really, really short. So don't go too far. We have so much more RTA in Japan coming up your way shortly.